do this. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm just here to play baby. Oh, baby. Got it.
That she's talking about you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. Last session. You guys returned to Athens, to where Dolion was greeted by his lovely, beautiful wife, which I'm sure the whole party's jealous of. Wish I had a fucking smoking hot wife. Um, and yeah, you guys kind of started to get back into the groove of things until you realized the king wasn't there. Um, it seems that the Minoans are going from village to village these past little whiles and scooping up the youth. A number of youth have been taken to the island to feed the voracious hunger of an unstoppable monster, the Minotaur. Not just any Minotaur, but the Minotaur that embodies all of the ferocious and violent nature of the Minotaur people. A truly savage monster, and all of and apparently the king decided that he would pretend to be one of the youths, go on the ship, and allow himself to be fed to the Minotaur so that he could you probably try and fucking kill it and save everybody. It would be great. All of you heard this and said, that's fucking crazy. We guess we gotta go save him. Um, Here we go again, saving Theseus. Yeah, you guys got some preparation done. You jumped on your ship and began to sail south. But it is a long journey. Uh, Sacrifices were made to the gods, to Hermes, the god of travel, Poseidon, the god of the sea, and Zeus, the god of the sky. Um, in hopes that your travel will not be too arduous a one. But to start off, you guys have been making great haste and have already spent a couple of days on the water. And as you woke up one morning with your sailors tired, you came to an island.
Can you tell anything about the island?
I
Oh,
think
I
he's
think he froze.
Uh
Did you turn the fan
Okay,
on?
Papi.
he froze.
Yeah.
He's
Did
got-
he forget to,
it's
did he
got
forget to
it's
turn
winter
his-
it's winter in
external-
Canada now.
Yeah, his external cooling system on.
Or it's just a really dramatic pause.
He's
The
been
most
practicing
everyone take a
super
pic of
stuff.
Ryan frozen like this and send it to him.
When he comes back, we should all be like this.
There it goes.
Ah, he's gone.
There it goes.
You are the host now.
You are the host now. Look at me. I am the host now.
Oh, it chose me. I was not the next person. Because you were next, and then you dropped out, and then okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back any minutes.
Line of succession.
Mm-hmm.
You abdicated.
Dun dun dun.
So I'm thinking about using my Zeus spoon to give us a flying ship.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
That would be.
But it feels like but we would have to have like a bunch of like barristers along the line to make sure we don't fall off.
Yeah. I think there's typically banisters around a boat anyways.
Yeah.
Everybody
You
can just
tell
tie
you
it
tell
in. You can tie it in.
yeah, you tell Zeus this and like we tell Zeus this and he's like, Festus might like this project. Hey Festus, you want to make a flying ship? Do I ever?
With some kind of nifty propulsion system.
It's a ship
Yeah.
with wings, but if we fly it too high, they'll melt.
Yeah, that's the thing. We could fly. Imagine a ship flying over land. Wait, how do we land it on land? When it's inland.
It'll be able to land some way.
Ryan-
papi.
We're back.
Ryan, Julian's cashing in that Zeus favor. He wants a flying ship.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to ask for.
No, well, you're probably not getting it because I don't know how the fuck that's appearing in ancient Greek.
Break the DM.
Maybe
Well done.
you'd have to give me a minute to think about that one.
I said it should be a
That
ship
could be
with
sick.
wings, and that if we fly it too high, the wax on the wings melt.
Maybe it'll be one of those Zeus things where it's like, be careful what you wish for.
A monkey's paw.
But yeah,
Or I want to be able to like Irish.
One wish willow.
Yeah, but it's also like ancient Greeks, like sailing across the seas is like a huge part of it.
But we're special.
But we're special. Yes.
Or just get
I'll
like
just raise the seas.
or just ask
Yeah.
for a really nice ship.
Hey, do whatever
Festus
you
would
like,
like the
and I will
project.
find a way to make it all work. It's all good.
Festus
sorry
would
about
like
that.
that project a lot.
We had a power outage, so I didn't realize my fan turned off, so my computer overheated. That's what that meant. We're good now. Anyway, so you guys have been sailing for a little while. When you get that far out to sea and you lose track of the islands, it's hard to tell, how far you've come, where you've been knocked around to, so on, so on, so on. But now you come to a rather large island. Despite what Tailspire is displaying, its most interesting feature is that it has a very, very, very tall mountain on it. Huge. Like 100 kilometers tall. Like really something. Especially for an island. You probably have never seen such a tall mountain on any island you have visited in anywhere. Other than, of course, the mainland. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back and keep track of where I was before power. You lost it. There we go.
So this mountain is 120 times the height of the Burj Khalifa.
He's big. He's a big mountain.
It's a big mountain.
The British Khalifa?
Burj
Oh.
Khalifa.
Sorry. It's 1,000 meters.
So a kilometer.
A little different.
I was about to say 100 kilometers. Holy shit.
Little
We're in
different.
outer space, man.
A little different. 1,000 meters. Slight different meter measurement.
The Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys come into here. You moor your ship as you do. Your soldiers tired, in need of a rest. Captain Silas goes, "Well, we are certainly somewhere." Oh god, that's loud. Fuck. Who's playing? Candybus, turn down the music. What are you doing?
Apologies, sorry. I played the big strings on accident.
Invented the amp on the way there.
Anyway, we're going to take a rest. Hey, if the island's got some kind of commerce or food or I don't need to give you the spiel. Maybe you guys go out and look around, see if there's any horrific dangers that we should be rowing away from. I don't know. Have fun, Go spread your wings, so to speak.
Okay.
We'll
Be ready to
here.
leave on a moment's notice. In case
Oh, great. The men will be
and-
happy to
and-
hear that after 2 days of rowing.
in case this is filled with cannibals.
What? A cannibal? Oh! No, I had a bad encounter with a cannibal once. I'll tell you about it sometime. Anyway. Okay, man. Everybody take a rest. Get some sleep. After 2 days of rowing, you deserve it. But, be ready to go at any second. You hear, and Silas gives you a thumbs up, and he says, "I'm gonna go sleep too." And he leaves. Without another word.
Yeah, Romulus, you go take a nap too. You look tired.
He goes, oh, there's nothing more tiring than waking up from a long, good sleep. And you go
Exactly.
back to bed. And all the other crewmen are like,
Change his name to Rip Van Winkle.
But anyway, you've got this whole island to explore. There seems to be a village.
Can we see that from the beach, or do we have to
Yeah.
venture? Okay.
No, yeah. This one isn't quite as high cliffed as Skyros. This one, yeah, it's a little closer down to the water, so easier to see.
I'll probably head over to the village.
Yeah, I would
What's
too.
what? Yeah.
Yes, glad to see that it's not uninhabited. How dreadful would that be?
All right. Make your way over. And you are going to enter the village. Despite what I have on the map, it's very simple. Like, this is, you know, the islands are a little more unattached from, like, the mainland and all of what they've got going on. So you come in, and they have, like, clay buildings. You see the people beginning, like, meandering around. Most of them seem to be, like, dressed in very, very basic, not even linen, like a little bit of linen, but like burlap, like thatched, whatever fur. Like this is very clan, tribal, if you might say. Tribal's the wrong word, but anyway, very, very basic civilization. You guys come in and some woman's like walking around with a big thing of like fish and sees you guys and like drops it and is like just like clearly caught in the moment of like wind blowing in her hair, like she's like shocked by what she is seeing as you guys approach, and you're, you know, with weapons with like lightning streaking down them and bronze armor and divine glory in your blood, like this sort of old middle-aged woman who's probably gonna die tomorrow because that's how that worked in ancient Greece, is like. Just like is like sobbing. Is like silently sobbing at the sight of all of your glory.
Greetings, madam. My lady? What island might this be?
She screams at the top of her lungs as she comes back to her senses and sees a giant minotaur bearing down on her. You're like,
Oh.
hello, in the kindest way. Greetings, my lady. She's like, ah! She screams and runs for her life.
Well then, that's. I'm sure that's an outlier.
Yeah. Maybe first contact isn't your thing, Thrasius. You can just like ease people into a talking bull.
Yeah, I'd say.
We know you're good. No one else knows what to do with you.
You see a bit of this, true to the outlier thing, you see a bit of like the more civilized part of the village sort of coming forward. You do see that like the village has like, word apparently travels miraculously fast. Hermes is up to his old tricks. And yeah, you see like basically the village in its entirety sort of come out. And I gotta say, guys, it's probably maybe like 5 people, and that's the whole village. And maybe 10 of them are actually fairly well dressed. Like they actually look like they might have been from, you know, somewhere from the mainland, somewhere of repute. That is, they're not dressed down in shit. They're also like, despite these guys, the person they all seem to be hiding behind is this like shepherd, this like really old fucking looking shepherd guy, like way older than a person should ever live to be. Like he's got like a gray beard. He's gray, which is like, holy shit. He got a bit of a hunch. This guy's probably like in his 60s or something, which is like, they probably think he's blessed by Zeus with long life. Like that's how old this guy's. But they're all hiding behind this guy, and he comes forward with like a very simple shepherd's crook and like whatever garb for climbing the mountain. Just regular, like basically burlap for all intents and purposes. We're almost like, come on, you deal with them. He goes, oh, fuck. He looks back at them, and they're like, go on. And he goes, I'm gonna make a roll to see if he chooses, to see how he chooses to confront all of you. Yeah, he looks at all of you and goes, looks at his crook and kind of like tosses it. And goes, welcome, visitors. Yes, welcome to the island of Naxos. Yes, I am the shepherd priest of the island. Welcome. You're not here to cannibalize us and take all we have and, steal our children for slaves and other terrible things, are you?
No,
No.
sir.
Yeah, I was gonna push Candybus to the front and let him
No, sir. We are the heroes of Olympus. We are merely stopping by on your lovely island. Axos, you said it was.
Naxos, yes. Yes,
Naxos.
most correct. Most correct. May I say, you all are really damn attractive people.
Oh, thank you. I wish I could say the same.
That's completely fair. We are but humble villagers here. What is we can do for you? Why do you come to our island if not for conquest?
We're just stopping on our way to points further south. We didn't mean to alarm you, and we apologize for that.
At this point, another man steps forward who's a little bit more like in his 30s. He's got a beard. He looks like he's probably like a head of house, if you will. He's one of the more finer dressed people present. Kind of steps up beside the old man, kind of taking the stage. He goes, "So you're here for trade?"
Trade is always a possibility. What do you have to offer?
They're here for trade, and they go, "Yeah!" Everyone applauds, and it's like, "Woo!" He goes, "Well, come in. Yes, we must feast with them, or at least have like a little brunch. It's early. Come on in. And they welcome you in, and they bring you to the big house, which is actually not that big. And you find yourselves inside. It's sort of like a harbor house, if you will. The gentleman introduces himself. He says, yes, I am the leader of the village. A pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. My name is Miron Grota. That is my name. I am of the House of Grota. And we are responsible for trade in and off of the island. We are, for all intents and purposes, the leading family here of the 5 families.
How did you come to be here? I mean, you're kind of out of the way, I would say, and I think we just happened to find you because of this quite large mountain you have here.
Oh, well, you know what? I will hand that off to my shepherd lord friend here, and he will just that to the old man again, who says, I am Shepherd Lord Tolis. It is an honor to meet you all. But anyway, my people, our families came here a long time ago. You see, our island has a most important tale. I'm sure you saw the mountain on the way in.
Of course.
Of course. That is the Mountain Zas. Huh? No?
The mountain
Okay.
pass?
No, Zas with a Zas. Now, this is important. Very important mountain. You see, long ago, Titans roamed the land, and Kronos was swallowing his children to stop a usurper from taking his throne. This is one of the many places where the young Zeus hid from the eyes of his father under the cave of the mountain. And legend holds that at the very peak of the mountain is where the great eagle, on behalf of Gaia, bestowed upon Zeus his mighty lightning bolt.
Truly.
Vasaliki and be like, you know what this? Does ring a bell?
Have I heard this story before?
If anyone wants to roll a religion check, they may go right ahead.
Okay.
You said
Religion.
religion?
Good old
Religion.
-1.
I haven't heard anything of the sort.
Plus guidance.
I had a
May.
16.
10.
18.
Not easy. 10, you do know about the parts, Vasaliki, where, like, the other Olympians were getting consumed by Zeus, and, like, or by Kronos, and Zeus was hidden away from Kronos so that he could, like, overthrow him, but you didn't know about the specifics that this guy is describing. Thrasius, you rolled a, what'd you roll, a 16, you said?
An
I had a
18.
Oh, you rolled a 16 and you rolled the 18? And you two would have generally heard this. I think the specific names, you're like, maybe not, like Mountain Zos, like you guys are new to that name, but you did hear the story about how, like, when he was a child, his cries were, you know, booming, and the only way to hide them from Kronos was that there was this group of warriors, great giant warriors, who had, like, banged their shields and dance in a tradition of their people that would sort of hide the cries of Zeus, so he wouldn't be found by Kronos. You might need a little bit more expansion from these guys, but maybe this is that very place. So yeah, you heard the story, but the specific names and whatnot, those are new to you.
Yes. I confirm most of this, yes.
So you came here to worship this place, or you came here as part of
Yes.
the people to help Zeus? Yeah.
This land was promised to our families. Yes, we received visions, and we know of this place, and you know, all of our different families came. All of our 5 families, we all came to this island in different ways. One family had a vision from the Olympians. One of us was cast away at sea, and so on and so on. But all 5 of us ended up coming here and know that this was a land promised to us by mighty Zeus, a place most holy in his adventures.
I don't want to blow your minds or anything, but just gesture to Vasaliki. You're in the presence of a daughter of Zeus.
I think you blew their minds.
Oh no, sorry for blowing your minds. I think definitely the Shepherd Lord family gets on their knees and starts like, oh, the Lord, the Son, the daughter of Zeus, for it is known for prophecy. I think the Tollus family, who you're in the house of right now, kind of is like, oh boy, to their fellow other family, and he kind of like shush to the Shepherd Lords. And goes, well, you, daughter of Zeus, are most welcome, of course, upon this island. You shall be our honored guest so long as you remain. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here. And for show, she'll like do she's got this shocking touch feature or something like that, and she'll like kind of charge up her hands a little bit and I don't know, kind of give him a wink. Yeah.
All right, we'll say a little display of lightning skips across your form, and you kind of have a wry smile about them. They're like, oh, for she is humble, for she is.
I'm just thinking in my head, like,
She's a lot of things. Humble?
I'm just thinking in my head, like, definitely got the advantage in any negotiations we might want to have later on.
She is glory, she is the glory, she is the end. Oh,
Maybe a statue of you
Really
before we
cool.
leave you.
What'd you say, Vasaliki?
Want to see something really cool?
Yeah, I'll kind of nod like a little
Yeah.
children.
I'm gonna use my javelin of lightning to shock a tree, and it's the 120 feet, or
Yeah.
sorry,
Try not to start a forest fire.
Yeah, 120 feet, 5 foot.
Immediately burn their island down.
Yeah.
Luckily, it is a pretty small island. There's a lot of probably pretty wet. Yeah, you. They're like, oh! And, everyone's like, yeah. So the kids are like, whoa! Some of the kids are like, oh! And then, and some of the people are like, whoa! And some of the people are like, oh!
One person's running away.
But she has come! Despair! Despair! And they're like, shut up! Hey, shut up! But no, they think you're the fucking cat's ass. People are like hell yeah! Yeah, people are pretty fucking pumped about you guys. They're like, the gods have sent us our own daughter. Zeus has sent them to us. This is the best day ever. And they go, what does this mean? There must be some reason with surely a good omen. They go, oh yes, a good omen. Yeah, they say, you are mighty, as are your companions, daughter of Zeus. You know, you're coming here, your might, all of these things, these are great things. We have been having a little bit of trouble on the island. Perhaps in all of your might, you might expunge the evil that has infiltrated our caves, our holy caves, before you go.
What is this trouble?
Ah! Oh, he's friendly, right? He's house trained.
He's friendly.
Oh, okay, good.
I am
Where
the
do they
emissary.
lie?
I am the emissary of Athena.
Really? I mean, really? Wow. That's the Crete.
Look at the shield,
I
bro.
do like a half-ass one. I go, okay, yes. So there are two very holy, technically three holy places. One is a temple that we have here, but don't worry about that one. That was not important. The two
What
holy
temple?
places. What?
What's the temple to?
To Rhea, to the god, to the mother of all goddesses. It is here she organized Zeus's obfuscation. So we give praise to her that Zeus was able to grow into the great god he became and overthrow Kronos.
I see.
Yes, so one of our families is dedicated to the worship of the mother goddess Rhea. Then we have the cave keepers. Now they have been in great distress because deep in our cave, our arguably holiest spot where Zeus was, at least for some time, raised into adulthood, it is within this cave that there has been some ill omens. Perhaps a monster even of some kind has inhabited the cave, and we have not been able to go in for a long time. Oh, holy shit, you're tall. It's scary, but yes, you, sir. You had something to say?
I'm about to say, how close and when do you need it done?
I mean, whenever it is convenient for you, great damn gods. I don't want to impose.
Oh, quick question. Did we ever have a long rest in the trip on the boat?
Yeah.
You guys would have had a long rest. Yeah,
Okay.
you guys would have been well rested.
Make sure.
It is no problem for us. Our men are resting anyway, so we've got some time to kill. We might as well kill something else while we have a chance.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just used my lightning bolt.
Turns out that was a bad idea.
Look,
It looked cool though.
can we wait like a day?
Yeah.
Can we give it a day?
She's the daughter of the god of thunder, not the god of forethoughts.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's your job. And in fairness, you guys could take a night and go to sleep and then come
No, we're in a hurry to get to Theseus.
Oh yeah, no, fuck me. Sorry, no. I said that. That's so stupid.
All the men are sleeping right now.
Yeah, no, that was silly.
You take one day on a remote island, and all of a sudden 10 years pass.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
Yeah.
He says, and of course, our second holy place, where there is no evil or such. This is where our mountain lord, or our shepherd lords, they tend to near towards the top of the mountain. We never go all the way to the top. That place, of course, is only reserved for the divine blooded, where lightning first came to Earth. That was only a place, of course, for someone such as you, daughter of Zeus. Of course, we would never think to go up there. But yet, we still worship. We still worship and make the pilgrimage, the trek up to the tip of the mountain, stopping short, but close enough to get eyes on the top of the mountain where the legend began. The greatest weapon of the gods was forged and passed on. Not forged, just passed on. But anyway, yes. So, have some brunch, have some brunch. We have plenty of goat. We are really into goat around here. Very easy to produce. And other, treats and whatnots. And when you're ready, have like a cheeky little monster slay. And then get back on the sea.
I have every intention of climbing that mountain, paying respect to the gods.
Yeah, maybe there's something special waiting up there for you, Vasaliki.
Beat you there.
They don't need to run there immediately, but like,
I'll start leaping up some fucking cliffs here.
Yeah, you want to head over, Vasaliki? You want to go do a little mountain climb?
Sure.
I will join her.
Yeah, I will too, but before that, I'm going to share the olives with them again and say, here, try these. They're a gift from Athena.
Whoa! These are disgusting!
Excuse me?
These are terrible! They're so tart! But for some reason, we're gonna make this a whole national thing.
Like, Thracius looking over him. Like,
If you don't like them now, try pressing them into oil and then putting it on literally every fucking thing you eat.
Or just take the pit out.
Oh boy! Now we're talking, baby. And they will.
You can use it for your skin. You can use it for evening activities. You can use it for everything.
Ooh. All we've got here is the. We've only got a temple of the god, the mother gods, the mother of gods. We should follow her example. The women go.
Do you ever worry about the gene pool issue here?
What do you mean? What is this about a gene pool?
Like, you've all got to be related. I'm guessing it's.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my wife is my first cousin.
Okay.
He said, got it.
Oh, don't be like that. You're demigods. I'm sure all of you have all been around each other, all right? I'm sure that's happened.
I guess we're all related too.
In a way.
If the gods can do it, why can't we, right?
well,
I mean, that's actually probably not a good philosophy to go by.
that's not good.
I will say
That's not
that
good
sounds-
philosophy. Don't do that.
But either way, yeah, no, it's a very short dating pool on the island here. We got five families, and
Do you want us to bring some of the soldiers in for you to spice it up a bit?
if you wanted your men to make love to our women and impregnate them for
If you're down, I'm sure they'd be happy to rouse themselves for the occasion.
so long as they're willing to stay and marry and support the people
Not
they
so
impregnate.
much. Yeah.
We still need them.
You
Maybe
know
on the
what?
trip back.
We'll drop them back on the way home.
You soldiers always trying to get ladies pregnant and then run away. He goes, no, we may be incestuous, but we take care of our family.
Okay. Mountain, right?
We don't have a choice, okay? Fuck, there's 5 of us. You guys all run off. Meanwhile, Vasaliki's already.
I'm coming with the. Hold up.
Yeah.
I will also do the climb, but I'm not in a hurry.
I'm gonna
Alright,
use
you're
my.
not in a hurry. Vasaliki's in a hurry. Vasaliki, go ahead and make an athletics check. Thrasius and Throm, if you try to keep up with Vasaliki, you both may roll athletics checks as well.
I'm gonna use my winged boots and just kind of float around up there.
Guidance.
Yeah, you'll take the
easy path.
I got 12.
As the
Oh wow.
eagle flies.
Yeah.
Natural 20
Oh.
plus guidance for 30.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, I've got 2 more dices that appear down here. I'm just not
So
sure.
your hooves work very well on the terrain.
Yeah. What'd you get, Vasaliki?
I had 21, not quite at 30.
21. Yeah, Vasaliki, you motor over to the island, over to the mountain, leaving the two of them completely in your tracks. And then you start climbing the mountain, and then you hear little comes out of Thrasius by accident as he starts like clomping up the side of the mountain on what is essentially goat feet. And with his
They're
with a
called
little bit of an
hooves.
unfair advantage, yeah, his hooves. Okay. But nonetheless, yeah, you guys will be able to get up. Well, you know what? You rolled a 12 for him, so here's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, Vasiliki and Thrasius are like fighting to get to the top. Thorm, you're right with them. You're doing good. And then just because of the massive size of you, you're a big guy.
Yeah.
A rock breaks under your grip, and you go no. And you kind of fall down the side of the mountain. But you're also Thorm, so you like. The people are like, oh, 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 as you fall like several dozen meters down the side of like a rocky mountain. They're like, oh no, and you kind of get up and just kind of, oh, that's too
Like I've been around my mountains before. I've been around them before.
bad. But I'm okay. I'm all right. Just stretch it out. I will damage you though. We'll say, we're gonna say it was like 4 bludgeon damage. You're fine. No big deal.
You having problems, Throm?
He's at the bottom of the mountain. You
Are you stopping to
Do you want to be at
You
the
fell
top
off
of
the mountain,
or
took
Gracie?
4
Take a
damage.
choice.
Pop his
Okay.
shoulder back in.
With that, you two are making your way to the top. Thracius, yeah, you are certainly going to outpace Vasiliki by the merit of your hooves. You guys are climbing pretty well. You get towards near the top. Thracius, do you venture to the very tip?
I wait for Vasaliki.
Okay, you wait, a couple meters down, and then,
It's poor form to not have the daughter of Zeus go first.
right? You guys, you wait for Vasiliki. Vasiliki, you get there. You guys are like 10, 20 meters below the. We'll say 30. We'll say like 30 feet. You guys are like 30 feet below the peak. And it's hard not to imagine him standing there, hand outstretched to the heavens. Vasiliki, you can almost see it in your mind's eye. A young Zeus without a beard, hand raised up high, youthful like Theseus, and lightning being placed in his hand by a golden eagle sent by Gaia. You venture to the top?
Yeah, I will. Mhm.
Okay. You definitely feel the feeling like ozone, the feeling of like tension of electricity around you, Vasiliki. And I will say this, Thracius doesn't seem to notice it, and you're getting the sense it'll be very, very, very unsafe for Thracius to dare to step upon these grounds, if you want to warn him.
Careful, Thrasius. I think this is for those that can withstand lightning.
If you want to make this a personal thing, go right ahead.
Oh, you're welcome to come with me. I'd love to see what happens. And she'll give you a little smirk.
I believe she was telling the truth with the Brian, do I believe she was telling the truth with the you'll get struck by lightning thing?
She didn't say you get struck by. Did she say you get struck by lightning? She
Yeah,
said
I alluded to it. Yeah.
You alluded to it. Sure, make me an insight check.
Guidance.
Those who could withstand lightning.
Yeah.
26.
As a priest, you have no reason not to believe that at this holy site of the god of lightning, at the bearing of his lightning bolt, that, the daughter of Zeus, this place might not be meant for you. You might be intruding upon a place that is not sacred to you.
I'll wait here.
And that's just the logic of it. And then looking at Vasiliki, yeah, you see the glint in her eye of could be cool to see you struck by lightning.
I'll wait here.
No.
You take this, and I give her guidance for the next minutes.
Where's Max at?
Okay, you make your way out fast. You make your way up to the top of the mountain, leaving Thrasius behind. You feel the sort of singe of lightning here. You feel you smell the ozone. You smell the smell of like lightning, and you feel the presence of power here. You know. Theseus began his journey when he was able to move the rock and take his father's sword from beneath the stone, and his adventure began. Perseus was granted a sword by his father, and that sort of marked the beginning of his true destiny as a son of Zeus. And your journey kind of started on Olympus, where your father granted you your javelin. And here you approach where Zeus's journey probably began, where he went from being a godling, being raised, and so forth, climbed to the top of this mountain, and was bestowed the single most powerful weapon that has been known in existence, which began his journey and has resulted in him taking command of the cosmos themselves. What do you feel in the presence of such a sight?
I think I feel pride, like, of my father and being of like Zeus's blood, and yeah, I think she mostly feels pride.
Excellent.
And like, and an honor as well, to like to be there and to witness.
What do you do? You
Um,
approach this place, you see like the very peak of the rock where you imagine your father's like, got the one leg up, probably with the hand in the sky. You can imagine him standing here, what he was doing. What do you do?
We'll approach the rock and make an offering to Zeus. I think I'll take out a dagger and slice my weapon hand pretty deeply to my right hand, and hold the blood droplets over the rock and say, "Blood of my blood, my father and my king, I honor you this day and worship you to the end." And she'll drop to her knees and pray.
The blood hits the rock. The moment the blood touches the stone, like huge, like Tesla, like arcs of lightning kind of sizzle across it. Thunder booms overhead. The clouds are very close. You're pretty high up in the sky. For whatever reason, they're close, like almost near to touching, but not quite. Thunder booms. The rock sort of shocks with your blood in contact and power. Is there anything else you're doing? You feel the stirrings of something elemental here for sure.
Oh, I do. No, I'll stay kneeling in prayer and offering up words of like gratitude and desire to gain glory in his name, and just kind of like offer up that kind of prayer. And if it seems like something's happening, she'll stay to witness it. Otherwise, if she feels like if it's time for her to leave, she'll depart. So
I will say, as you are kneeling, you go to kneel. You hesitate as words sort of trail across your head, words that you heard earlier in your adventure. either by your mother or your father. I can't recall, but you might.
Oh, it was no, I know what you're referring to. And I'm not like kneeling before a king. I'm like kneeling in I don't know, it feels different for me, like in this moment. Like it doesn't feel like I'm kneeling before like my father. It's more so like in sepulture, I think is the word. Like it's more so out of like I don't know how to put it, but yeah, I mean I can stay standing, that's fine too.
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Let me say what I was gonna say. You hear you go to kneel. Or we'll say that you are kneeling, and you are kneeling in respect and deference to the site, to the moment. And you hear, yes, in your head, a king does not kneel. And all of these lessons you're being taught, all of these expectations that have been put on you as a demigod, more and more has it been to inspire arrogance, to inspire, not in a bad way, to inspire pride, to inspire glory, to inspire arrogance. In this moment, you look at the scene, and you understand that the storm has been birthed on your blood for you. This is not a moment of deference and observation. This is your moment. And you must choose whether to take it.
Yeah, she'll stand and like understanding the sentiment, she'll stand and hold her spear high over her head. And then with her other hand, like reach towards the sky, almost as if like reaching for her father and like reaching for lightning. And, yeah, so she'll stand there, like reaching.
Absolutely. You raise your spear high, and the moment that spear is raised, a bolt of lightning fires down at you. A no shit giant bolt of lightning crashes down at you, blindingly so, with like a teeth rattling blow of thunder. I need Thrasius to make a strength saving throw so he's not blown off the side of the mountain.
Okay. Okay,
Okay, at the bottom.
18.
18. Nearly, but not quite. You managed to bring your hands down and like get low and kind of ride it out, but the force of what's happening up here is so immense that you could have easily not even been like boing 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 down the mountain, but like whee, like away from the island.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ! I would have had to
The
use my
power
favorite.
of Zeus is.
I would have had to use
horrific.
Zeus. Save me! Save me! Save me! Save me!
No.
Okay.
But no, you using your Minotaur might and bearing down onto the island just in preparation, you were able to use your demigod. Nothing less than your demigod might would have saved you in this moment. You bear down towards the mountain, get low, and hold yourself to the side of the mountain, but you're like, this is a safety hazard, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Vasaliki vanishes into a lightning strike for about a moment, and as sight is returning, your javelin of lightning remains in your hand, Vasaliki, as you bear it in the hand that you cut open to bleed, and you feel your javelin, you feel the power in it flooding into the wound and into your arm and up your arm, and the javelin diminishes and grows smaller and smaller until it's entered into your blood, into your body, and you feel lightning in your body. And your javelin of lightning is going to upgrade.
Cool.
For now, you have the ability to summon it and dismiss it at will into within yourself, within your divine blood. So you can essentially never be disarmed of your javelin.
Okay.
That's badass.
Like
Uh,
after I attack with it, like if I throw it, will it come back to me? No?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh my god.
It won't so much come back to you as it will like sizzle out at the end and then reincorporate in your hand.
Well, so it just grows out of her whenever she needs to wield it.
Yeah, kind of like how Zeus's does. It'll just like shoot out of the palm of your hand.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm disarmed, guys. Yeah, you can let me in. Totally, no problem. Let me see the king.
For now, that is what this does. There may be more to come as the javelin mingles and this lightning mingles with your body. Thrasius, you look up and see this moment as like Vasaliki's like javelin like moves like into her veins and her arms like and body crackle with lightning. Thrasius, I want you to make me a religion check.
Okay. Guidance. $15.
This is you don't remember the legend very well, and this is probably incredibly presumptuous, and you should be cautious speaking this in mixed company. But it is said that that long ago Zeus did have a son that he deemed worthy enough to be his heir. And his heir received lightning as a mark of his inheritance of the throne of Olympus. And while Vasaliki's bared a weapon imbued with lightning, she has lightning in her veins, a gift that no other child of Zeus possesses. This is very presumptuous. You think this is the first thing that comes to your head, Thracius. You're like, I might be reaching.
I am like, am I mixing and missing? Am I getting mixed signals here? Am I something I'm not understanding? I could be misunderstanding.
Yeah,
something.
you're like, I heard
I have to be
this,
mistaken about this.
and
Like,
she's kind of got lightning in her, and maybe I don't want to speak for Zeus or anything, but kind of reminding me of this other child who inherited lightning and became heir to the throne.
what happened?
And
to that
you, as a
child?
priest, stand witness to what could possibly be the naming of the heir to the throne of Olympus.
I'm happy I didn't fly off that mountain. What, Ryan? Do I remember what happened to that other child?
You may make a religion check to expand.
Guidance. I'm gonna use
Ooh.
inspiration for that one. I have an inspiration for that one.
Go for it.
Reroll.
Okay.
Ha! Only 1 point better. 14.
14.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that you don't recall. I elevated the DC past the original one, but this isn't necessarily bad. I think it will be. I think for the sake of the story, it will be thematically interesting to possibly seek out that one. So in this moment, can't recall who that was or what happened to this individual, or it's sort of over your head. Maybe because you're just kind of caught in this moment where, as a priest, this is a pretty important religious moment, if it is what you think it is. Whereas Vasaliki, you're like, dope. You're like, cool.
you think your dad just gave you a new car or something?
Yeah, he just upgraded me. That's all.
Thanks, Dad.
Upgrade 2D.
Yeah. Yeah, incredible. I'll come off the mountain with like a little pep in my step, and like I'll show it off to the crew as they're finishing climbing the mountain. I'll make it disappear and reappear in my hand. And
Where the fuck did that come from?
You toss it off the mountain and you fuck up a fish in the ocean.
yeah.
Single fish. And yeah,
Because
Vasiliki,
fuck
you will
that
have-
single fish.
You'll definitely have like
you Mjolnir it.
you're a dad.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'll yeah, sure. I will say that you have a lightning shaped, like a bolt scar across your, like you cut it straight, but the moment that went into your hand, it had like fully healed and is now like a lightning bolt in your palm.
Nice. That's rad. Who wants to shake my hand?
If I would be honored.
Challenge
Okay.
accepted.
I can heal
like the
myself.
full like prank shop like
No, I do. I have it's called, I got a little bonus action touch spell. Oh, it's lightning strike. Yeah, so I can strike him with lightning. Yeah.
Oh my
Good.
god. Yeah.
Good thing I
You
can
shake his
heal
hand, get
myself.
fully annihilated by lightning. He's like, got you.
No, it's 1d6 lightning or 2d6 lightning damage. It's nothing.
I desperately want to ask if it hurts every time you summon it, but I'm not going to.
Every time.
It hurts so good.
I
That's
wouldn't
what
have
she
it
said.
any other way.
It hurts so good. That's what she said.
Yeah, it kills itself every time.
It is.
Um,
Can't believe
Well,
Romulus chose to sleep and then see this.
Huh?
I'll rub it into him later.
Yeah. Yeah, your electrical hand in his face later.
Yeah.
you now constantly have one of those little buzzers in your hand when you shake someone's hand.
Right.
Or they shake your hand and you summon the javelin while you're shaking their hand and it goes like through their hand. Got you.
All right, well, let's go slay a monster. I'm feeling extra ready.
A worthwhile trek, apparently.
Wait, hold on. And I just now crest the top of the mountain. What did I miss?
I'm imbued with lightning now, and she'll, yeah, make her javelin appear.
Wow, that is. So that's what that loud bang was. It almost knocked me off.
Oh, man, that's fun.
It's like, I can make my javelin appear too.
Candybus, that's nothing compared to mine.
You call that a javelin?
That's great.
That is this cave at the base of the mountain. Now that we all climbed up here.
Anyway,
So a monster we're slaying?
That's what they say, at least. They've not gone in the cave for a while, so.
let's examine it.
Just a reminder that the last cave had like an insect monster in it, just
Gotta be better than that, yeah.
It's gotta be better than that. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go forward for a new one.
This one has 2 insect monsters.
Can I roar and challenge it?
Yeah, sure. Ah! Zeus! Face me! All right. You guys make your way. So you made your way down the mountain. You make your way over toward where the cave is. And you are going to find, indeed. So what do you say? What do you say? Tell me about your challenge. There, Oath of Conquest.
I'm trying to call out whatever monster is in the cave to come face me. If y'all want to position around it or whatever, I'm just trying to see if I can bring it out.
Got it.
I think naturally I would find somewhere to hunker down.
Understood. You guys strike a super heroic album cover, and
If I
get ready
hear sounds coming out of the cavern like something is crawling towards us, I will cast Bless on us before the thing happens.
Nice.
All right, sure. I'll allow it. I'll usually
Unfortunately,
allow it, but I'll allow it.
I'm a bit like the Hawkeye of our group.
Yeah, I'm holding it. Yeah, I'm holding it. The spell Bless.
We'll say you cast it because you can only hold it for a round, or else you lose the spell slot.
Okay. Let's say I cast it.
It's fine. I'll say you guys enter with it. You're good. All right, I'm just gonna plop all of your little minis down here. Not Romulus. Dolion. Missing Throm. All right. So you say this, And then you do hear something foul inside of the cave. You hear the sound
Like
of
a bird?
slosh. A little bit, but not at all. You hear something that you like. You don't even know where to place it. It's speaking in some foul tongue you have never heard before. And it sounds like wet and reptilian all at once. And you see clamoring out, standing like 12 feet tall. This true, monstrous horror. The creature looks like some kind of horribly warped, like, merman, a little bit. He doesn't have like a it's like a merman tail. It's like this like long, excessively thin barnacled tail. The upper body is like scaled and in strange ways. It has the head of like a snake. It looks like a half man, half snake, but his arms are boneless like snakes and end with a number of like sharp scales like coral and these like looping hooks. And the creature comes out and looks at you with bizarre alien eyes, but also a horrible intelligence behind them. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's fuck this thing up.
Oh god, it's so ugly.
No.
Yeah, it comes out. It kind of makes like essentially like a velociraptor sound at you guys, and then immediately turns and starts like slithering towards the water with great speed.
I got 11.
All right, let me put him up, and then we'll knock him down.
I have a above the table question about detect thoughts.
Yeah.
On the read thoughts part of it, it says you learn what is on the target's mind as long as they know a language.
Yeah.
Do I have to know the language as well?
I think the idea is just that they're capable of language. They're capable of the idea
Internal
of, like,
monologue.
yeah,
Okay.
I think the idea is that they're just supposed to be capable of an internal syntax. And I guess that's supposed to, like, section out unintelligent creatures that would be too dim to read.
Yeah, so there's sense thoughts, which allows me to sense anyone that has the ability to, like,
Yeah.
that knows the language or is telepathic. And then the next step down is the read thoughts.
Yeah.
So then it says, if you detected something with the sense thoughts option, you learn what is most on the target's mind right now. If the target doesn't know any languages and isn't telepathic, you learn nothing. So I guess, again, the question is that deeper next level down, do I have to understand the language they're thinking in for me to know what their thoughts are?
I don't think so. I think as it's wrote, they just want you to be like
Something
they need to
capable
be capable of
thought.
communication. Is the
Yeah,
idea.
okay, gotcha.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, who rolled a 20 or above?
21.
I also got a 21, and I'm guessing my dexterity is higher than yours.
Yeah.
All right, you'll go first.
Unless you want me to go first.
If you're gonna close in with it, yes. It will give me advantage.
I could. How far away is it from me?
Decently far.
Let's see here.
Doesn't matter. I can always try and hide first, but
About 60 feet.
I could. Yeah, you know what? I'll go first for Dolion to help give him advantage.
okay.
Okay, cool.
I would say it gives
What'd
me
you
the
get,
ability.
Vasaliki?
I got 10 or 11.
Okay, what'd you get there? Thorm?
11.
Okay, and Candybus?
I got a 5.
5. Understood. Well, that's not good for my bad guy. Completely, yeah. You guys were ready for him to come out. Thorm let out the screech. Everybody was ready. It came out, looked at you in its reptile, and this is what it looks like. And this is an accurate representation of what it looks like.
You know, actually, I'm sorry. I think I would give my priority to Thorm since he was the one that was like gunning for it. If he wants it.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swap Dolion and Thorm around, no problem.
I also have the alert feature, so hey.
All right. It is battle time. Let me put on the old reliable. Okay, let's do this. Thrasius, you will start us off after a brief negotiation with the Son of Hermes.
Okay. First off, the people who got blessed were Dolion, Throm, and Vasaliki.
Okay.
Y'all get 1d4 on the attack rolls and saving throws. And I'm going to start off by taking a hit with that thing. I'm going to try hitting it with a second level guiding bolts.
All right, make your attack, sir.
Okay. $14, but to make sure it hits. Does it
14
hit?
to hit. If sails over,
No,
hits it.
Finish.
You rolled a 14, right?
Yeah.
Sails over, bounces off the scale.
Guided strike.
All right.
Plus 10.
Plus 10. Then if that's the case, it'll swing around and hit it from the back end, and yeah, we'll definitely hit. Roll some damage.
Okay. $12.
All right, it takes it. It is glowing. Next attack has advantage.
And I'm going to move in 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet, right in. Beauty. Okay, that will bring us then to Thorm's turn. Mighty Thorm.
All right,
do?
I'm going to use an action and use unsettling presence. Can the creature be feared, or can it experience fear?
Only one way to find out.
Gotcha.
How close do you have to be?
15 feet.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to close, my friend. You're gonna have to run in.
Yep.
So at 30 feet, we can run you over to here, but I think it's gonna be a little
It's out of my range.
out of your range. Yeah.
All right.
You can dash in and get ready for your next turn.
You know what? I'm gonna use. Let's see. So present. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna dash in, and I'll get ready for my next turn.
All right. No bonus action.
Let's see. I don't think I had bonus action. Can I use spiritual weapon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Spiritual weapon. All right. We'll say another sort of glowing maul-like hammer appears. Go for it. Make an attack.
Okay. I got a 16.
16 swings to try and hit it and smashes into scale, but does not manage to meet the armor class, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. If that's the case, that's going to bring us to Dolion.
Okay, so Thorm is in melee, right?
Thorm is in melee, and he's all glowy, so you have advantage.
Oh, great. Then I'm within 80 feet, I'd imagine. Maybe not. If not, I will
You
move
are
within.
certainly... Yes, you are within 80 feet, just
Okay.
within.
Okay, then I will get out my bow and make an attack.
You have 1d4?
Oh, that's right. I don't think I need it, though. I got a 25.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage with, with your
Sneak attack, right?
sneak attack, yeah.
So that is 11 before the sneak attack. Plus 11 more, so 22. Piercing.
Damn, that's good damage, sir. Your arrow sinks in, but it seems to be resistant to this kind of damage, and doesn't fully harm it the way it would a normal creature.
Then I will use some movement to get a little bit closer, but nothing super crazy.
Cool. Why don't we just move you like up to
Yeah,
this
that's great.
vantage?
Yeah.
Great. Cool. All right, daughter of Zeus, what do you do?
Can I get a flank with Throm?
No.
Dang it. Can I get into melee?
I'll give you melee, sure. Yeah, I'm pushing it a little bit, but I'll allow.
Cool. Amazing. I will.
I'm gonna. That was a little generous. I was giving you like an extra 10 feet. I'll give you 5 feet, but not 10 feet.
Oh,
So you can be within 10 feet if you wish.
I'll throw a spear then.
All right, you run in, you jump through the air, throw a spear.
I get a 15, so I'll throw a spear, another spear.
All right,
First one,
second spear.
I'll,
Okay, that's this
never
one.
mind.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Just go ahead, Vasaliki.
Oh no, I got a 16. I'll use my blessed. Am I blessed?
Yes, you're blessed on both of your attacks. 1d4.
All right, it's a 19 now.
19 does hit. Roll some damage.
Oh shit, I forgot the hunter's mark. God damn.
Happens a lot.
Every time.
Yeah.
Bane of
11
every
points
ranger.
of damage.
Okay.
11 points of damage.
All right. 11 will be reduced to 5. For whatever reason, this strange creature seems to be resistant.
Okay, well, I would like to bonus action hunter's mark.
Okay. He's Hunter's marked.
Was he already damaged?
Yeah.
Okay, then I get an extra d8. So 5 more points of damage.
Okay, that'll be reduced to 2.
Okay. Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Candybus, son of Aphrodite.
Yeah. How far away am I?
Are about 60 feet.
Okay. I think I'm gonna stay put. I'm not getting close to this thing.
Fair enough. Much appreciated.
Do I have like a clear like sight of this of how ugly this thing is?
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Okay, so we're just going off instincts here. My hands are working on their own. I start playing my lyre, but it's not music. It's like anti-music. It's a string of discordant notes, and I'm gonna bonus action cast Hex.
Ooh, very. You feel the fragments of the helm sort of rumble in the pouch that you keep it in. And yeah, a hex is cast.
Oh, it just works. It's not even a saving throw, huh?
Yeah, just go.
It just happens. All right. So at the end of that string of notes, I'm gonna pull the last 2 strings and rub my fingers down them, and little blue flames will appear, and I'll release them, and I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, I love that. That's cool.
So I got 2 shots.
Oh, I've got a magic item that'll be perfect for them.
Okay, that's a 9. That'll miss.
I don't miss.
Damn. And that's a 4 for an 11. So that'll miss.
Oh, man. Maybe a little surprised by the power. You're like, what is going on? And yeah, these flames are going everywhere. As you're doing this, the pouch where the mask, the fragments of the mask are, it feels like salt. Like it feels like the mask is like fully there, like assembled in your. All of a sudden, like once you're done Eldritch blasting.
I
like, oh, that'd be
reach
quite
for
worth it.
that pouch, and I feel a full mask.
You feel a full mask. You feel it's complete.
I don't take it out.
Okay, understood. that is going to bring us to the creature. Now, you are all some of the mightiest demigods in the land, and a group of demigods at that, which is very new to Greek mythology. And yet, this immediate barrage that you lay upon this creature, while effective, has not bloodied it, has not killed it, which is not more than to be said for many creatures you've confronted. Yes,
Okay.
Candybus.
I need to choose my ability for Hex that it has
Right.
disadvantage. Let's do let's do Strength.
Strength it is. Very well. But yes, you guys are sort of surprised by perhaps the constitution or the physical form of this creature. And what it's going to do is dash. Thorm, you may make an opportunity attack.
Ready. Action, opportunity attack.
You just make
It's just an attack.
One free attack.
Oh, just an attack? All right.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19 hits. Roll some damage.
11.
11 bludgeoning damage will be reduced to 5. Yes, on its turn, it simply dashes. It just dashes towards the water with great haste and speed. Notably, whether it's towards the water or the village, who can say, because it's heading in that direction, whatever the reason is. But you will notice that as it gets close to the water, you're gonna notice like very much in like a specific aura. Like as it gets close to the water, you see that the water begins to foul before it. The rest of the water is like, you know, clear, like bluish, greenish, like Greek water. But then as it gets close to the water, it begins to turn and become like a thick, grayish green, like opaque, like foul-smelling water in a very specific radius as he draws closer to the shoreline. Anyway, that's it. That's what he does. Thrasius, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. How far am I away from it?
You are 70 feet.
Okay, hang on. Let me look at. Okay, I'm gonna try to run down first off and try to hit it on the side. Try to get side with it. Try to get parallel with it. Onto the
certainly
beach.
Run towards it. 30 feet, like that.
Sure. Okay. Then I'm going to ready my spear. I say a prayer and I cast Athena's Silver Lance.
Ooh, okay, very cool.
It's technically Lariel's Silver Lance, but I'm going Athena's Silver Lance.
I like it. I very much like it. You bring forth your spear, and you guys will see as like Thrasius prays, the spear seems to like elongate and grow more fashioned to the spear you've seen the goddess of wisdom wielding, like a spear that is twice too large for Thrasius's hand, but nonetheless wields it with equal accuracy. And yeah, you can prepare to throw the spear of Athena.
Okay. I cast it, and I'm needed to make a hold on here. Yeah, as strength 16 save. Fail.
It's a saving throw, right?
Saving throw.
That's gonna be 15.
It takes 3d10 force damage and has the prone condition.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
19 force damage.
19 force damage.
Oh, well.
You will, however, notice he seems to be resistant to force damage.
Oh.
Taking half.
It's resistant to force damage?
Now, I'm gonna preface this. I'm gonna tell you why. So this is a little bit of an above table, and this is what I'm gonna be doing for the course of the game. It's not resistant to force, and we all know force is like the one thing nobody really is, right? in the mythology, lightning is the big thing, right? It's the big damage that you can't avoid. So I'm basically just gonna, if I ever see like a lightning resistance, that's just getting swapped with force, and vice versa.
Okay.
So that's all I'm doing. In this game, lightning is the force damage of this game. It's the one that you're gonna struggle to find a creature who can resist or be immune to it.
Would Thrasius
That's
anybody be able to intuit that?
Sorry?
Would Thrasius be in any way able to intuit that?
This is me just
Okay.
This is me just talking about game, and you can like take this in game like when you confront creatures. And
Okay.
everyone knows the mythology, so you guys would naturally know lightning is considered the ultimate power in the universe.
Okay.
So,
With that knowledge, I would cry out to Vasaliki, use your gift. And I would end my turn.
okay. Yeah, anyone who's been playing D&D for any amount of time is going to know force damage is like pretty much unblockable, and I don't want to like be throwing force resistances at you without explanation. So, anyway, with that said, yeah, it's sliding over there, and you kind of shoot it off of its tail, and it kind of flips over itself and lands in the sand prone. Bringing us to Thorm's turn. Mighty Thorm, what is your plan? Oh no, Thorm is AFK.
No, my
No,
bad.
he's not.
My bad.
You're good.
Okay, so can I grab this thing and throw it back onto and throw it right back into or closer to everyone else?
You can certainly try. He just ran away from you in a full dash, so he's
Sure.
got some distance.
What's the distance I need?
30 feet gets you about. Yeah, so I'm gonna say you're gonna need another 30 feet to get over him.
Could
You
he
have some
jump?
way to enhance your speed.
Okay, I'm gonna dash over to it, or I
Okay.
suppose I can get.
Get into the melee. So I'll tell you this, Thorm. On an opportunity attack, so if it tries to run away from you again without safely disengaging, you can use your attack to attempt to grab it instead of just like bonking it on the head. That's entirely valid. So if it ever
Okay.
tries to run from you again, you can try and grab onto it if you want.
All right, and what distance am I from it?
You are now in melee now that you've dashed.
Okay. So, all right, yeah, I'll end my turn.
Okay. And that is going to bring us to Dolion.
Okay. Couple of questions. Firstly, since it's prone now, there's disadvantage on ranged weapons, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. Second random question. Does a projectile weapon get any additional damage if it falls from the sky?
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Okay.
If it was some crazy, like, rule of cool, like, backflip, fucking kiss the girl, like, nose grind down the rail, like, if, you know, some crazy shit happens, I'm happy to, like, but it's not going to be a standardized rule.
Okay, because I can, take flight now, so
Yeah,
That's
that's true. I'll
Okay.
tell you what, though. So yeah, there's largely the idea that, like, if they're prone, there's disadvantage. And that makes sense, right? But then I always thought it was weird, like, if for whatever reason they're, like, reverse gravity on the roof and they're prone, it's like, well, they're about as big a
Things don't
target as
shoot
if
up
they
there,
were.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. If you get into a position where, like, you're directly above and it's prone, then I'm like, yeah, you're good. You can take a clean shot.
Okay. Then I guess how far away am I?
How far away are you from it? Oh, let's see. Okay. You're a little ways off. About 90 feet. We're gonna say 90 feet.
Okay. I will take flight,
Okay.
and I can move 30 feet flying. So I will bonus action dash and then use my movement to get the 90 feet above it.
Ooh, 90 feet. Understood. Something like that.
So given this position, do I have a clear shot now?
I would say so. I would absolutely say so.
Then I will make my normal attack roll with my bow.
Yeah, you guys have
1d4.
seen Dolion with the cool feathered boots, but this is the first time you see him truly, like,
And I get the
1d4
There's someone in
plus.
melee, right? So I get advantage.
Yep, you've got the 1d4 from Bless, and if you hit, you will have sneak attack as a
Okay. So
good old Thorn.
22 to hit.
I would say that hits, yeah. Roll some
Okay.
damage.
Actually, I hit it with my bow last time, and it has Vex, so I get advantage anyway. So
Oh, hell yeah.
it's gonna be 21, so the first one's better. So regular bow, that's 8. 16 piercing.
Alright, that'll be reduced to 8. Because of its strange anatomy. I will say this, there is something about this creature that is completely alien to all of you. This is not some like destiny breaking spawn creature like you fought in the past. This isn't one of the classic monsters you've heard from myth. There's something weird about this creature, something that you've never fought before.
And that's my turn.
Okay, beautiful. And that'll bring us to Vasaliki. Alright, toss 2 spears, you hunter's mark, what's the plan?
Okay, so I'm going. How far away is he?
From your position. It's going to be about 55 feet.
I'm gonna bonus action Zephyr Strike and move forward 30 feet.
Hell
And do I have to attack first before I can use the Zephyr Strike?
You can check the wording, but I don't think so.
Says whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of the turn.
Oh, then I guess so, huh?
I need to attack first.
I think the idea is it's like it gives you the opportunity to hit and run. So it's like you can now hit and then hit or miss. You can then get the fuck out of town if you need to.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll attack from back here.
Okay.
It's your movement, right? So
Yeah, so I just use my normal 30 feet movement to get there, and then I'll use my Javelin of Lightning.
Okay. It will be a disadvantage, however, because he is prone. So go ahead.
So can I use my advantage with oops. or Artemis, actually? Artemis for like better aim.
Sure. Yeah, cancel it out, make a straight roll.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Let's hopefully we hit. Oh, it's a 17.
Okay.
I'll use my bless to make
1d4.
Yeah, roll the
Well-
bless,
Yeah, I'll use my bless. Okay.
it doesn't run out, right? It's for the whole time.
It's it for a whole minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's only once per turn.
That'll hit, though.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I got 4.
Oh, is
So
it once per turn? They turn it into once per turn?
Now hold on, let me double check. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's always been once per turn.
No, I don't think so. In
Let me
2014, it was
check.
like all attack rolls, all saving throws.
You
That's
bless up 3 creatures that whenever you make an attack roll, saving throw before. It says whenever you make an attack roll.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
that's
all attacks, all saving throws until he loses concentration.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
bless is fucking great.
Clerics, man, do not fuck with clerics. Best class in the game.
Yeah, so okay, we hit. Great. Let's do some damage.
Awesome. And you also then get to move up 30 feet towards the creature. So I'll just do that for you now.
Yeah, thank you. So I would like to choose to make this damage lightning.
And so it is. How are you doing?
How am I doing it?
Yeah.
It's
So
my
if you choose to make it lightning, is that just like you want to, or did you have a feature for that?
It's just a feature on the weapon. It says each time you make an attack roll with this magic weapon and hit, you can have it deal lightning damage instead of piercing.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, just checking. I just like to keep up to date with what the features are. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, tell me the damage and it'll go through.
Okay. So 14 points of lightning damage. And
All right.
1 point of force damage, if that.
All right. The force damage won't get past 5, unfortunately.
All right, great. And I have a second attack, and I would like to make that a grapple.
Amazing. Go for it. Make me
Oh,
an
I forgot
athletics.
my extra. I forgot my extra damage for Zephyr Strike. Can I add that?
Yep.
I got like all this damage.
It's three more points of damage. And
4 points of damage. Okay.
Was the force damage your hunter's mark?
yeah, that was my hunter's mark.
All right. You then zoom in. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Can I now use my advantage with Zeus?
Sure.
Or I already have advantage because he's prone?
Yeah. Sure. Whatever.
Okay.
Just make the attack.
Okay, sorry. I just 23.
23.
I'll throw a bless on it.
What?
I'll throw a bless on it too, because I can.
No, you can't do that for ability checks.
It's
Attack
yeah,
rolls
it's only
and
attacks and saving throws.
Oh, sorry, never mind. Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay. It is a strong. So you guys see Vasaliki because I didn't say it, but she came down a pretty big, steep incline here. So you see Vasaliki run over the edge, jump through the air, Amazon scream, throws the javelin, hits, and then by the Zephyr Strike, the moment it leaves her hand, she moves down like a streak of lightning. The moment the javelin hits, her hand is back on the javelin as she's traveled over to it, and then you reach down and grab it by the throat. There's thrashing and battling and mad fighting, but you do manage to pin it, just barely, as it rolled a 22.
Ooh.
Damn. That's
So it
my
is
discount.
grappled in the prone position. Okay, Candybus, you are up. For the time being, Vasaliki, with the strength of the daughter of Zeus, is pinning it. But what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to run toward it. And how close does that put me?
How close does that put you? Okay, so 30 feet, you're running right to it. 40 feet.
40 feet. Fantastic. Firstly, I look over to Throm. I play my lyre. This time it sounds like music. Help put that thing down for me, and I'll give you a bardic inspiration
Nice.
with my bonus action.
That's a D8, right?
I think it's still a D6 for me.
Still D6. So Thorm, you've got a D6 that you can add to attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Whatever you like for the next 10 minutes.
And depending on what you use it for, it comes with different little twists to it.
Excellent.
And then for my action, I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, excellent. Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save. Wisdom 15.
All right, let's see how that goes. He does roll a 18 save on that one.
18. All right, so it's
But
still
we'll take the
halved.
psychic damage. Yeah.
Okay, 3d6. That's 10 halved to 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
10 out of 5. All right, understood. Yeah, goes through just fine. Takes the psychic damage. The resistance it holds does not speak to any resistance. It holds.
I need another d6 of necrotic for the hex. 5 necrotic.
5 necrotic, understood. Necrotic goes through just fine. Okay, I will say this. It's bloodied. Just barely bloodied, but definitely bloodied. On its turn, as you're there, pinning it, Vasaliki, look over at the shoreline, which is it's 5 feet away from the creature. Corrupted, horrible smelling water in proximity to this creature. Its very presence seems to taint the oceans. Poseidon would not like this guy. Let's see. Let's go try and break the grapple. Make me an athletics check. You'll have advantage because it's prone.
It'll have disadvantage because of the hex.
Understood. Yep. That's right. Well, it's gonna use acrobatics. Try and break free. So
Okay. Okay.
oh boy. What'd you get?
20.
24? Damn. It only gets a 15. It spends its action thrashing to try and get away, and the more it struggles, the more you're able to get a good, like a better grip on it, and you hold it well and in place. Action spent.
Does it stay prone? Does it have to stay prone?
It has 0 movement. It can't use any movement to stand up with. So yeah, it'll. It's prone. It has 0 speed. It's used its action. You see that the water at the edge of where he is like rushing and thrashing into itself in that sort of same controlled area. As if like the water that is in proximity to it is like gone mad with corruption and whatnot. As it's like, as it thrashes, the water thrashes against itself as if like trying to reach to help, but it can't. That will be that. That brings us to Thrasius.
Okay, I'll move another 30 feet closer to it.
Okay.
Maybe not that close, but like, yeah, close. Yeah, sure, why not? I see the water's thrashing it. I see it thrashing. I see it wants to get to the water. I see it's corrupting the water. And I'm going to look at Throm, and I'm going to tell him that this creature fouls the waters of Poseidon. Make it a sacrifice to the sea god, and I will give him a level 3 magic weapon.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a +3, right? +3 bonus.
It's a level 2 spell, but for +1. But when it's cast between level 3 to 5, it becomes a +2.
Okay. So Thor, you will have a +2 bonus to all attack and damage rolls done with your mace for the foreseeable future.
And I bless his name, his blade, and his hammer in the name of Poseidon. And it has the cold, cruel waters of the deep.
Cool. Is this a concentration?
No, it is not. And I will
So
cast.
remember that Thorn +2.
And I will end my turn with an action, casting Toll the Dead on the creature. DC, by pointing my mace at it, DC 16 Wisdom save.
That is going to be a failure. Go ahead and roll damage.
11 necrotic damage.
11 necrotic damage. Hell yeah. We'll take it.
I look to, Throm, give him a nod, sacrifice to Poseidon.
Beautiful. If that's the case, then Thorm, your weapon is empowered with all the strength and vengeance of the deep. Go ahead and take your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to use my Morning Star to strike it right directly into the head, and I'm going to use a Wrathful Smite as well.
Beautiful. Go for it.
Okay.
And you're blessed.
Okay, so I got 23 on my roll.
Yeah.
And you have a bardic inspiration.
Save the bod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got that for I think an hour.
Okay, and then
So go ahead and
I'm
give your
going
damage.
to damage. I got 11.
11 with a +2 on it makes it a 13, which makes it into a 6.
And then then I use that Wrathful Smite, right?
Yep, you may go ahead and go for it. I'll make the wisdom save because it won't be frightened of you. It does end up rolling 18, so it will evade the frightened condition.
And it got 6 damage.
Alright, 6 psychic damage goes through just fine. Excellent.
Did
It's hurting.
Did that add in the magic damage?
Yep, I added it in.
Okay, cool.
Go
Is to get
ahead and
second
take another
attack?
strike if you want it there, sir.
You said I couldn't do a second strike?
Yes.
Yeah, you got multi-attack. Go for it.
Oh, bad. And then I'm going to swing my mace down on his head again.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's see there.
Did you ever pick up
Yeah.
the weapon you got from Hephaestus?
Yes,
I
Yeah, you
did.
did.
I don't think I ever changed it, or I don't know if it was in my inventory. I'll check.
I could work on that. In the meantime, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I rolled a 20. And I got 5 damage.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what. Give me that again. What was your attack roll?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What did you get on your attack roll?
Oh, it was a 20. Oh, the damage or the roll?
The roll. It was 20.
Oh.
20 to hit.
Yeah, 20 to hit, and then it was 5 for damage.
And then 5 for damage becomes 2. So here's what we're gonna say. I've added it to your sheet. You can hit refresh if you ever want to. We're gonna say that you used your mace. Use the thing that Hephaestus gave you. As you slam into it and you're calling upon its power, I want you to roll me 4d6 radiant damage, as you are indeed striking a fiend.
You said D4?
4d6.
4d6.
The fiend.
That is the
Nice.
additional damage your Mace of Disruption gives you.
A D6, okay.
He gonna come out. He just went out.
4d6.
Sir.
5. You roll 4 times or what?
Yeah, roll 4 times, so 3 more.
Okay, go. My bad, I'm getting all my shit ready. Okay, there's 1. D4 or D6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. My bad.
It's all good.
Got an 8.
Excellent. Very, very excellent. Incredible. Well done, Throm. All right, yeah, your weapon glows with power to swipe back those who do not belong on this plane. Very well done. Is there a bonus action?
I'll use my spiritual weapon.
All right, spiritual weapon comes sailing in. That's 20 feet. It won't get there this round, but it's making its way over. Well done, Throm.
Okay. Then I'll end my turn.
All right, understood. Then that will bring us to Dolion.
I'm gonna land next to it.
From 80 feet in the air. You can if you want. There's a special option where you can just decide to allow yourself to free fall, and then you can spend your reaction to use half your speed to catch yourself at any point. So you can at this point go, whee!
I can also just like bonus action dash to the ground if you would like.
No, this saves all of your turn economy, right? So
Okay.
15 feet saves you, 5 feet above the ground, and then at 20 feet you are right next to Thrasius.
Okay. And then I'd like to close to melee if I can.
Easy. Yeah,
Yeah.
the remaining of your speed, you get into a nice little flank.
And I'm gonna use my sword for like once.
What?
So, I mean, I've got all kinds of reasons to have advantage. But I have a 26 to hit. A 40 sword is 9, and then 8, 24 points of slashing damage this time.
24 points of slashing damage this time. Magnificent. It's hurting, sir. It's hurting.
Bonus action-y, let's see. I think I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay.
Getting the fuss about what all this melee stuff's about.
All right, Vasaliki, the gang ass beating is on. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to do Storm of Glory.
Storm Authority. What is that?
From being Zeus's champion, I give extra lightning damage, and it pushes different damage.
You gotta speak up. I can't hear you.
It deals extra 3d6 lightning damage and pushes the target away 10 feet on a hit. But I
Okay,
have to hit
go for it.
him, so I gotta.
Yeah, go ahead.
Push it further away from the water.
No, push it into the water. Fuck.
No. I'll roll with advantage too. 25 to hit.
I think that'll hit.
Great. Okay, we got 3d6. So 21 points of lightning damage.
21 points of magic of lightning damage.
Yeah, that's right.
My super cool underwater boss battle is fucked. How would you like to kill the creature?
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna like activate my javelin lightning that can now just appear in my hand. So I activate it and I've got him pinned down by the neck, so I'm gonna like just stab him like right in between where I'm like holding him down, just like right next to my hand through the neck. Yeah.
Hell
Look him in the eye while you do it.
Yeah.
Bring it down. You slay the creature, and its last death throes. You're going to see very much like when Snake took out the spider, or the snake took out the snake. The second movie, and it kind of disintegrated along its ends. Similar, you'll strike it in the head, and similarly, it'll begin to disintegrate into like a black flaming ooze that like all the way down its snaky tail, all the way to the tip until there's this long sort of just like ooze that is like almost like an oil that's burning itself down into nothing, and all that's left is this like really strange faint skeleton left over of this like snake-like raptor monster that never made it to the seas. If it made it to the seas, it would have been a much bigger problem to all of you, but I need to make my bad guys more slippery.
That was your
I wanna do
mistake.
something like that.
That was your mistake, Ryan.
Yeah, I wanted to.
You were gonna have us fight that thing in the putrid water?
No,
Yeah, absolutely. That was the plan.
Well, it would have been terrible because Vasaliki would have just shocked it then.
Well,
everyone
I got
else
rules
in the water.
concerning lightning and water. All right.
That's
Everyone enjoy.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, man.
Why don't we go to a break? I think that's a good time to go to a break. The monster slain. Well done.
Awesome. That was a great team building experience, you know?
Yeah.
We all
My
get
bad
it.
guys are team builders of team building experience.
We all, I mean,
Yeah,
we
this
all
is-
damaged it in some way. So
It's true. It's true. Oh man, they kicked the shit out of my monster. I feel like the trainers that the Pokemon trainer meets on the road.
Who has like a Weedle or something.
Yeah. Go!
You'll never
Sneaky
defeat my Weedle.
boy! Motherfucker! What, you have 6 Pokemon? I only have 1! For some reason.
Do we know if Brandon can make it today, or is he just out of action?
He's at drill, so he's probably gonna either be really
Okay.
late or not at all.
Okay, I get it. It shit happens. I get it. But seriously, good job, guys. Good job all around with this one. We shot. I don't think he got off a single attack on us.
Nope.
I ran
He's
away.
just trying to get to that goddamn water.
Yeah.
Should have dashed. I kept
He
dashing.
did. He did
It
that.
did, yeah.
But you should have put it in the water to begin with, Ryan. That was your mistake.
Well, I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to play
We
that
took
out
it.
and be like,
Don't worry, we
"Oh,
took the
he
opportunity."
does."
I liked it. I thought it was fun. To like try to keep them from the water, you know.
Yeah. I guess this party probably like just beating the ass out of something without much resistance. That's but hey, it's a good feeling
sword.
sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to just
You,
like,
you
feel
need it
powerful.
once in a while for a party. Tuesdays,
it's
Tuesdays after the fight went on Tuesdays, I feel like we're gonna need it.
Yeah, I feel like I finally I don't know, I'm testing out a new balancing system instead of just like adding more.
Yeah, just put all the enemies underwater so we can't hit them. That's your strategy from now on.
Well,
For
no,
now.
that's set into the thing. That was me. I didn't choose to put them in the water. That was the module.
I just realized that I also have a climbing speed. So I have a walking, flying, and climbing speed.
Yes, because thief.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are no joke, dude.
I don't know if I'm gonna
Take my
pick it.
boots back. You can climb. You don't need boots. No,
I don't. Yeah, Ryan. I don't know if I'm on the TOA game. I don't know if I'm gonna be a thief or an arcane trickster. Both are really good.
Both are great. Both are fantastic.
It's gonna be tough, but like, how often do you come across spell scrolls in the jungle?
Maybe a lot, maybe a little. Anyway, you guys. In that moment, Throm goes, "Conquest." Ugh. And he falls over and goes to sleep right there on the beach. All of the smiting has made me really.
Conquering
But,
is quite tiring.
But this strange skeleton lays before you in the sand. The smudge immediately like burns itself out pretty quickly, and the water goes back to normal.
Can I understand what kind of beast this was?
Yeah, what do we even call this? How do we spread a legend of defeating something we can't even name?
Oh, I have an idea.
Based on the name that is floating above his head, it's the Wastrelith.
Oh, I completely missed that part.
Oh, of course. How could we have been so silly? There's a speech thing right above his head.
Is there one above my head?
It says
I will.
I have an idea.
You're not going to know what this is off the top of your head, but you can investigate and possibly find out. So I'm going to say, what am I going to ask for here? I'm going to ask for an Arcana check from anyone who wants to try and understand the creature that just faced.
Okay, guidance.
I'll take that. I'll...
I was a 2.
6.
21.
Nice.
10.
10, 6, 21.
Dos.
You guys are not terribly sure. Thrasius, the most knowledgeable cleric in any campaign setting. Yeah, you look this thing over, and it's not so much the skeleton that gives it away, it was more the like burning ichor. It suggested a creature of another plane of existence. And given all of the legendary background of this place, you think this was a demon. Demons are the jailers and prisoners of the depths of Tartarus, and were placed there as punishment for their allegiance to the Titans back during the Titanomachy. So devils serve Hades, demons once serve the Titans. So you get the sense that this was probably some long, forgotten demon that popped up here. Maybe it was from the time of the Titanomachy. Maybe this was one of the agents of the Titans that was sent to find Zeus and failed.
Possible.
Maybe never was recalled and was been looking for all these hundreds of years. Possibly. That's just a conjecture though, but you're pretty sure that's a demon and once a servant of the Titans.
I drag the thing up further away from the water, and I think we should investigate this cave to make sure that if it's desecrated this place.
Yeah,
Is there like a corpse, or did it just like
It's a skeleton.
evaporate? Okay.
That's all that's left is the which is basically like the skull. So you can imagine the skull that probably fits into this head, and then basically what is like a spinal cord and like some broken ribs where the upper section would be. No arms. Those are all like almost snake-like. So maybe like almost like spines that come down from the end of the hooks. That's what's left of the corpse is the skeleton. Moving it would possibly destroy it.
Okay, let's be careful with it for right now.
Bones are pretty delicate. Like they'll be fine fragmented, but as far as being like assembled as a singular skeleton, it's very delicate.
Okay.
Part of this valuable?
Possible to like a collector, to the right person, absolutely. But some bone, like if to the common man, absolutely not. To a learned, intelligent person, possibly, probably.
I was thinking maybe the villagers could set this up as a statue to celebrate our victory.
I don't know if they're gonna want it. It scared the crap out of them, right? So
we could toss the bones in the ocean as a sacrifice to Poseidon.
A statue like this, and I'll use performance of creation to assemble a statue of this thing in stone.
Cool. Yeah, we'll say that like the sand, the stone roils over and grows at the playing of Candybus's lyre, and sort of forms up around it, so that the skeleton is almost like mantled, and positioned, but also like basically almost like an exhibit of the skeleton above, maybe like a little. Well, why don't you, Candybus? Why don't you take it away? It's your creation. So why don't you tell me about this like little tribute you created?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like an exhibit, but like the dirt and the sand kind of form up and create the connective tissue of what this thing is. So it kind of elevates the head to where the head would be, and the hooks to where the hooks would be.
Amazing. Yeah, you basically create like an exhibit of what the monster may have been, and its skeleton positioned in a very ferocious way. And then maybe true to how the Greeks like to do it, maybe like around the base there's the like engraved like images of you guys like fighting against it. Incredible. Yeah, and this little tribute is created. We'll say it's created, yeah, sort of like looking out to the sea in sort of tribute, maybe. And yeah, it's an excellent little tribute. Hell yeah.
I'm thinking of one of those signs. It's like in a historical place. It's got the blue outline. It's got blue writing on a white background. It says "Slain here on this day."
Vasaliki was here.
Right, yeah.
Right.
It's Romulos.
Yeah, they're gonna find it in a million years, and it's gonna be like beautiful, like beached marble. And they're like, whoa. Well, little do they know, when the paint was still around, it was like had arrows and like new dope spear. It was like totally crushed him, like mountain painting.
A lot of people
Someone
took creative
painted-
liberties with my work.
Someone painted a dick on it or whatever somewhere.
No, they were like hook spikes. They weren't dicks. No.
Yeah, it definitely didn't have dicks for hands. They were cool, like hooks, like spike hooks for sure.
Should we throw the bones in the water and let Poseidon rip them to shreds?
We can dedicate this to Poseidon if we want to.
The
Thank
victory?
you for a great victory, you
You
know.
can also dedicate it to yourselves. This
We
was
can
your
dedicate to
victory.
ourselves. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think Zeus had a little bit to do with it too, given the way it died.
Amazing. Yeah, if you go looking through the cave, I can tell you what you find in the cave. Let me just change up the music. Let's see here. Oh, dude, let's see if this works.
Suddenly we're in Hyrule.
I'll take it. It's nice
I
music.
saw it. I was listening to it. I was like, yeah, this could work for the great game. They'll
Yeah, I
know
like
it
it.
is, but why
Did you
not?
play the theme song to Stargate last week?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. If I did, I didn't mean to. Okay, let's see here. You make your way down into this cave, and it looks every bit a natural cave that's been untouched by man. There's like jagged rocks. There's like, you definitely see the water level has like rose in here to some level. Like certainly this creature could have like swam around a little spring in here. At some point, water began to leak in. But it's also a very wide, broad cave. And though it is very natural looking, like it doesn't look like any sign of people have been here, you could very much imagine many people living in here. It's certainly spacious enough. Someone could have set something up over there, over here. And true to what you learned, Thrasius, the warriors who clanged their bronze shields to hide the cries of Zeus, you could very much imagine a space where mighty warriors did such a thing to hide the god of gods. This is a holy place. This is where Zeus went from a godling, was hidden away from the Titans, and became a true god here, and was taught and trained in this very place.
Is it possible for me to consecrate this place?
Oh, it's consecrated. You expect a place of such significance to the Lord of Lords. No single demon could disrupt it. This place very much... Holiness, like, there's certainly powers you can use, detect evil and good, divine sight, blah, blah, blah. But I think especially for, like, holy people and divine beings such as yourselves, you can feel it. You can feel the awe of presence here. And then you can also feel the grossness of, like, a religion desecrated, right? It's like when you go to the English Museum and you see, like, ancient Greek things, like, in the English Museum, and you're like, oh, that's really kind of a shame. And you're like, that's desecrated, right? But then you go into, like, St. Peter's Basilica or whatever, and you go, wow, that's consecration. And as you stand here, you certainly feel the awe.
You feel anything here, Vasaliki?
For sure, because this is a very special place.
I think I would just offer up a relatively standard prayer to Zeus. Nothing crazy, but in this place it seems appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pray to Zeus and thank him for the safe travels and ask for safer travels to come.
You enter this place, you do so. You could almost, as you pray, almost like at the back of your mind, not even like a real sound, you can hear the like just almost like musical, harsh clanging of steel against bronze in the back of your mind, like a thrum, like a heartbeat. And maybe just beneath it, this mighty cry is barely believable to come from the lungs of a babe. Hidden. And maybe while everyone else is praying, Vasaliki, you do kind of see in the back of the cave, maybe you do see the white bearded form of your father, kind of maybe a mighty hand upon the wall, with a bit of a look of nostalgia in his eye for the cradle of his birth and where he was raised. and glad to see it free of malady. He's glad to see it free of demon. And as soon as the prayers end, he's gone. And you know Zeus has been appeased, most certainly today. And hey, everybody will gain a bonus point with Zeus for this mighty gesture,
Cleansing
the
his
site of his birth.
Oh, at least of sanctuary, I guess.
So Candybus, Thrasius, Dolion, and Throm will all gain a point. You're all +2 with Zeus.
Nice.
Excellent. Well done, folks. With that, you guys can, leaving the place in all of its natural sacred beauty, you make your way across the beach, maybe unscathed for the first time, leaving behind the sign of your rest. We kind of cut to the evening where everyone's like, "Woo, party, celebration, you guys did it, you guys are awesome." And I'm sure Candybus telling the tale once more. Do you want to tell the tale, Candybus? Maybe even just like a little tidbit, a little soundbite of your mighty tale of your victory.
Yes, it was a
Guidance.
miraculous tale. This wild beast, Thrasius, you called it a demon?
Yes.
It is a demon from Tartarus that found its way to this land, and we slayed it. It came at us. It attacked us.
Oh!
But on the back foot, we dodged every blow and slayed the vile beast just before it corrupted the waters around this island.
They rise to their feet in happy celebration. They're like, yeah, they're the best. We will remember this all. And they hear about the tribute, and they will honor it always. And the cave priests will be happy to be able to return to the site that they maintain in the name of Zeus. And yeah, everything's quite well. You see many fathers trying to fend off soldiers from your ship from stealing a couple moments with their daughters. That much is definitely apparent. You see one soldier like, come on, like getting shooed off by a mother, like a middle-aged woman with like a shoe, and she's just like slapping the soldier in the back of the head and whatever with her shoe to try and ward him away from his daughter. It's like and leaves. Vasaliki, you wanna maybe a map check? Give me that survival or nature check at advantage. Your choice.
15.
Yeah, you're able to map the island. It's also worth noting that this island is surrounded by more islands, more than you could possibly explore if you're trying to make any sort of headway towards others. But you see to the west that there's a not as large but fairly large island to the west, a smattering of smaller islands to the southeast. And so on and so on. So your guys are kind of in the middle of the Cyclades right now, which is essentially like the larger breadth of small islands that dot the Aegean in the center of Greece.
Do the people of this island ever leave the island?
He goes, we'll say that the what's his name? Myron Grotto. He says, oh, yes, of course, the Grotto family is responsible for trade in and off the island, and we do a little of that. We are no great shipbuilders, but when we have enough goods, when we have enough surplus, it's upon us to, get a ship together and make our way to the mainland and hope Poseidon doesn't devour us on the way. And about half the time we get there, and about half the time we make it back with more coin and goods for the village.
Have you ever been as far south as Crete?
It goes, oh, no. We have good trade deals with the Mycenaeans. We consider ourselves in their good graces. And we know how the Cretians and the Mycenaeans don't get together. We know that much.
Do you ever travel south at all?
Not really. Yeah, sometimes we will send ships to explore the neighboring islands occasionally, but not so far as Crete. Traveling is very dangerous.
I just wanted to see if they could give us like a leg up on a quicker route or something. So,
I'm afraid not. We are not great seafarers, but we can tell you some of the islands to the south. I think what would interest you most is that if you're lucky and you continue to travel south, if you're headed for Crete, there's a good chance that you're going to run into the island of Phira, which is said to be Hephaestus's true forge. It is a volcano island, and deeper than its flaming depths, Hephaestus and, some say, dwarves work there on their great goods and riches. We have never gone there. It's supposed to be a treacherous land of ash and smoke and fire, so we do not venture there. But they say that dwarves are there, very rare species.
Do you know what they might like as a gift? As a sign of
We've
friendship.
not dealt with the dwarves. I will do a little roll. They say dwarves are a very greedy sort. They like goods, coin as well, raw ore. They are said to be the best of craftsmen. They spend day and night crafting their mystical goods. They are considered very greedy. Gems and ores and fine and precious stones and such. They do enjoy these things.
I see. I thank you again for having us.
Of course, of course. Get some rest, have yourselves some food, and when the time is right, then you must continue your journeys. We'll see you off in the morning.
Thank you.
And they'll leave you to your business, and you guys can have the evening to do whatever you want.
I try relaxing, and I try to think of any other stories of demigods, specifically of children of Zeus.
You have already made the roll.
Yeah, you're never right. Never mind.
Yeah. We're gonna say that knowledge, you're looking for that specific knowledge henceforth. You're gonna have to dedicate some time and research, or maybe ask fellow priests or knowledgeable folk about what they know.
Are there any priests on the island?
None that surpass your skill and knowledge.
Okay, never mind. You're right.
Yeah, they might know about the local legends, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to explore and hunt for that story. Hey, I'll tell you what. Candybus, why don't you give me a religion check? You're a bard. You're a teller of tales and a smith of stories.
I sure am. All right, let's
Maybe
see.
you might know of this tale.
Hey, a natural 19 for a 21.
21. Yeah. Thrasius, would you ask your companions?
About the children of Zeus and what their stories were like, the demigods specifically.
Well, if you two get to talking, Thrasius are able to point in the direction of because there's many children of Zeus, the direction of what you're asking about. Candybus, yeah, your party actually got some of that information on Mount Olympus, and you recall it well. You could go into the tale about how Dionysus was the heir. He was the heir apparent to the throne back in the day. Just gonna get his name for you guys. Dionysus was once the mortal son of the princess Semele. He went by a different name, who, for the sake of things, I'm going to say you don't recall what that name was. It started with a Z or something. But he was greatly favored by Zeus back in the day, considered to be noble and just and wise and valiant and all of these great things. And Zeus groomed him for the throne and granted him a bolt of lightning as a symbol of his heirdom. But this happened long ago, and Hera, out of jealousy, so the story goes, Hera, out of jealousy, tricked Dionysus back then, and was ripped apart by Titans. He was killed, and Zeus basically gave him the power of rebirth, and he was reborn as Dionysus. But reborn in this form, he was granted a new set of powers, and he was a god, and he was maddened by the situation, and was then unfit for the throne, and was a new person altogether. So he had been basically reincarnated, if you will, which is why he's considered the god of resurrection and rebirth. So once upon a time, he was the heir.
Interesting. Thank you. And we talking about move on. We talk about like Thrasius and
Zagreus, that was it. He was once known as Zagreus, and then he was killed in a plot by Hera and some Titans, and reincarnated as Dionysus.
I make a mental note of that, and we kind of move on and talk about other demigods.
I tell it to you in the form of a song. Everything I know is in the form of a song.
Everything. Which way is the bathroom? Over that way.
Just pee where you stand.
Exactly.
Excellent.
That'll be enough for me.
Okay. There's nothing else. Sleep comes.
I think I will take some time while we're here. Branch off. I'll go walk the beach.
You go walk the beach. Yeah, let me set the scene as you go walking the beach. This is a fairly large island, so there's plenty of beach to walk. Oh shit. Let's see here. You walk the beach, leaving the firelight behind you a little bit of the village and the celebrations. Taking some time to yourself. It's a little bit of a trick to drag yourself away. You're such a popular young man, especially with all of your tales. But you do, and you make your way to where the shores lap upon the sand. And what are you doing? What are you thinking about? What's going on?
I'm going to feel in my pouch and pull out this mask. I now see fully formed.
You do. You pull it out fully formed. There's not even a sign of a crack or a tarnish. It is as unnaturally stark white as when you saw it. The pieces were distributed amongst your party. You don't know if it just regrew itself or if those pieces are no longer in your party's pocket. You don't know. But mysteriously, the mask has reassembled itself, and it stares up at you with the crescent moon upon its forehead.
Why me?
You feel as you say that to it, you feel the mask stir in your hands. You feel that almost like moisture return to it, as if the mask were sweating. And as you speak the words, almost as if in response to sound, the half moon kind of sort of glows in response to the volume of your voice, and as the question fades, so too does the light. As if your intention, your directing of energy towards it is bringing it alive, if that were possible.
I'll set it in the sand in front of me. Everyone says you're responsible for all the bad things that have happened. I don't know if that's true. I don't know why you're helping me. Why? I suppose there's a chance you're not as bad as what everybody says.
You
I just-
hear... Oh, go ahead,
No,
please.
no,
continue.
you can go. You can go.
You speak to the mask, you're putting this intention forth. As you speak, the crescent moon glows more still. And then there's a certain point where, like, a little bit of moonlight kind of comes down. Your shadow is in the sand over top of the mask. But as you sort of look back to the cloud, you see clouds move out of the way, and the same crescent moon hangs in the sky tonight. By circumstance, by coincidence, who can say? Would you allow the moonlight to touch the mask? Would you move out of the way?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. You get right out of the way. As you do so, the mask and its crescent moon sort of glow extra more bright. The mask sort of, in this moment, sort of disintegrates into a white sand that kind of sort of like hangs, floats on the wind almost around you. And through the obfuscation of this sort of strange sandy cloud around you, you'll see sort of appearing in the cloud as if from a storm, as it sort of swirls around you, not calmly, but not violently either, maybe somewhere in between. You will see the mother, the maiden, and the crone. I like to do Hecate a little different, I shall say.
Mhm.
You see before you is what would be Hecate in her glory as the mother. You see two more silhouettes in the back, obfuscated largely by the smoke, but indeed you stand before Hecate. She is, despite her older age, she is godly in form. She is milk white skin and endowed in dark moon midnight black robes that create a deep V down her chest all the way to sort of her navel. She has this crown of like spined iron, and she looks at you with eyes that are like wells of blackness. Like to look into them is to look into dark secrets. And she appears within the mist of this mask. She says, "You have questions, my lovely servant, as all do. And as always, under the light of the moon and the obfuscation of strange magics, I answer. So, son of Aphrodite, there is much you wish to know, and there is some I wish to give. Do I hear correct? Why you ask?"
Yes.
A foolish question, young man. You are a son of Aphrodite. You are a demigod. Why not you? But perhaps not as foolish a question as it may sound. For there are secrets between me and you that even you have forgotten. And I shall reveal. Indeed, you are a demigod, and that alone is enough to draw my attention, but it was you who made pact with me in time beyond remembering. Upon the terms of this deed, I shall not reveal what they are, only this, that you owe me a boon. A boon I intend to collect when the time is right.
I understand. I don't know what position a me that I no longer know was put in to make some deal with you in exchange for a boon. What? Until that point, what are your intentions with me?
To see what you do. You are so very connected with all of the strangeness going on these last years, are you not? You and your friends, your so-called faithless. I am well aware your gifts to disrupt the natural order of things, and I intend to experiment. It seems I need not do much than watch. You have every intention of influencing fate to your own designs, without my need of intercession. And so I shall watch, and I shall wait, and see how tightly the strings can be pulled by you and your kind. And then I will use it to my own ends, as any who wield power will.
Then what are those ends? What's the end goal?
What is the end goal? Indeed. Perhaps that is a question you should ponder, one that is difficult for a mortal to ponder. What does a god require? What would a god have need of the bending of fate for? I remain mysterious, for that is my domain and my choice. While brave Artemis indeed represents the moonlight, make no mistake, I represent the obfuscating dark of the rest of what is left. Make no mistake, I have plans, and you and your kind are a part of them. Why? Is this the part where the brave hero tells me to go back to where I came from, and to take my pacts and my bonds with me?
No, it's clear that I have made an agreement with you. I don't think I'm in a position to renege on it now. But I fear for
Lies.
my companions.
Your
They
companions?
are convinced you're responsible for all the ill in this world. But
All of you. I'm flattered. But what makes them wrong? What makes you doubt that they are right?
because you're helping me. I could never be part of something so wrong.
Of course you couldn't. Your trust in yourself is most admirable, and a trait the demigods of Olympus should hold on to. But what is a man if he cannot be sure of himself, confident in his oaths, remembered or not? The time will come when I call upon you for this boon. In the meantime, enjoy the many gifts I have bestowed upon you, son of Aphrodite. And if ever you require additional aid, I am sure there is much you can provide that I cannot receive. In the meantime, continue your voyages. Do what you will with the powers you possess. I have no inclination one way or the other. It is interesting to see when you align yourself with fate or not. Would you invest in me? I will surely invest in you.
And Candybus will quietly like nod his head and look down.
In the meantime, keep the mask. Your friends have not the wisdom to use it well, not even that emissary of Athena. Or how can you have wisdom when you do not have knowledge? So keep the mask. And if ever you should need to call upon me in a moment of deep requirement or otherwise, I shall appear. But no, if you put on the mask, if you wear it, I will consider that a dedication, a further gaining of my allegiance and yours of mine. Good luck on your journey, son of Aphrodite. May the pleasures of the flesh be wherever you go. May your loving heart lead you true. I will have great need of it.
I'll make one last glance up and make eye contact before I grab the mask and turn around.
You make one last look of eye contact. In her eyes, you see machinations, deviations, dark mysteries, and powers beyond reckoning. And you raise your hand, and all of that white sand will spile into your hand, reincorporate the mask just as it was into your hand. And as it returns to your hand, so too does the visage of Hecate disappear. Goddess of witchcraft is only here so long as within your power.
Okay, I'll walk back to the celebrations.
Understood. You do so. Is there anything else from the brave party before setting sail the following morning? Okie dokie. Then back to the glorious seas we go. Back to tales of heroism. You all board your ship. Your crew is rested of their exhaustion. One or two daughters of this island are probably impregnated by your soldiers. Because that's what soldiers do.
They'll come back and drop them off when on the certain trip.
Okay, who did it? Fess up.
It was him.
You guys board the ship, you wave goodbye, and you set sail once more. Okay. I'd like everybody to roll me a d20. See how the journey goes.
16.
Got it.
17.
17.
15.
15.
3.
Would you 3?
3.
Okay. Despite the great voyage that it will take to get south, you guys are going to travel for the rest of the way without greater issue. Having made it to the Cyclades, you will be able to stop here and there on various islands to rest your men a little more properly now that you're done being out at the deeps of the sea. You unfortunately do not come across the volcanic island of Hephaestus and his dwarves. There are no more grand adventures. Most of the islands you stop on are largely uninhabited or have a very, very just simple village without any major quests or anything of the like. And then there's a... Yes, Vasaliki.
Can I still try to map them?
What was that?
Can I still try to map them?
Sure. Yeah, you map them, but again, I'm not gonna put anything up because they're not gonna be islands of tremendous relevance, but you do have them. I will say these guys are very easy to map, tremendously easy to map. They're fun for you. More hobbyist stuff.
Okay. Cool.
And they also will be probably particularly hard to understand or track down, like where they fit into the world map, if you will. But nonetheless, you do. Okay, and with that, at a certain point on your journeys, there just becomes a very long trudge across open sea, miles and miles of traveling. Shall we roll for how long it takes you to get to Crete in its
Okay.
entirety?
We should still have the blessings from the gods, but okay.
So here's what I'm gonna say. So you traveled from Athens. Okay. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a D12 plus 1 for how many months you're at sea.
To get to Crete?
Months. Sea travel is not easy travel, and there will be times where you get lost and turned around. You'll be heading east instead of west, and west instead of east, and there will be trials. But make no mistake, the same will be said for Perseus's journey.
Theseus.
Theseus's journey. But yes, go ahead and roll.
Can I roll?
Who would like to be responsible?
Go for it.
Yes, God.
Yeah, I'll do.
D12. Okay, Vasaliki, help us. 9.
9.
He did not help us with that.
Okay, but here's what I'm going to say. So 10 is what will naturally be what happens. But sacrifices were made to relevant gods. So for each god, I'll subtract a month. That'll bring us down to 7 months of travel. And then after that, I am going to give Captain Silas a roll to see how well he does at sea. And from there will be a further subtraction.
Can I give him guidance?
And you cannot give him guidance. This is a very, very long-term project, and unless you're there at every second he's on the journey, then no. Yeah. Guidance. And eventually turn around and just punch you in the face. It's like,
I need to have a D4.
It's a very bad idea to do that to a Minotaur.
It'd be like, damn Athena and his priest! Eventually that keeps
constantly every showing. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Are we there yet? Great news. Yeah. He rolls above a 20, so he rolls excellently. So for that, we'll pick somebody else. I would like Candybus. Candybus, I'd like you to roll me he rolled really well, so I'll allow you to roll a D6 to subtract from the 7 months.
D6. 2.
2. Yes, Vasaliki, you got something you wanna?
Yeah, so we sacrificed to 3 gods, so would it be subtracted to 6?
Yeah.
It was 10.
It was 10 originally.
Oh, it was
10 originally.
10 originally.
So
Yeah, it was a 9 plus 1. It was a D12 plus 1.
Yeah. So they help you along on your journey. So what could have been 10 months at sea, if it was just you guys, is reduced to 7 because of your dedications to the gods, and then reduced to 5 because you have brought a capable captain aboard with you. And so with that, upon leaving Athens, it takes about a half a year of various, you stop here and there, you slay a little monster here and there, you do this and that. But a long journey later, and you arrive in Crete 5 months after your leaving of Athens. Incredible. So here's what I'm going to say. Eventually, after all this time, so boring at sea,
Thank God for Candybus.
I'll tell you what. Let me ask. What do you guys do to pass the time?
Oh, music, baby.
Music, absolutely. Why don't you make me a performance check to see how well you entertain the crew during this long voyage?
Can I give him guidance?
No.
28.
28. Yeah, throughout the journey, what probably really helps the arduous nature of the journey is the excellent playing composition of Candybus. It keeps the rowing, it keeps the journey, it makes the nights a little bit more enjoyable. And keeps the spirit of like adventure alive. What about so Candybus? Yeah, you're playing music, you're keeping everyone entertained. What about the rest of you?
I play games of what am I thinking of? It's like
literally, okay.
yeah, it's like of
I spy, but it's like
It's
only
always
I
blue.
can see it in my head when I
it's
close
like what
my
am I
eyes.
thinking of?
It's always
Ask,
blue.
is it a place? Is it a person?
20
Yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 questions.
Play 20 questions. Yeah, you invent the game with 20 questions. Hell yeah.
Is it a Athena?
Okay.
Yes. How did you know?
Mind.
Is it God?
Is it a god? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you play some mind games, keep everybody sort of like mentally sharp. Very cool. What about Vasaliki?
Yeah, I want to, if Captain Silas is willing, like to start learning how he uses navigation tools, so I can like start mapping the seas too, or just. I don't know.
He'll show you a little bit at night, every night. Some nights he's like, not tonight, I'm tired, like whatever. But yeah, generally he'll give you some like cliff notes and whatever. Over the long period of time, and like the occasional teachings. What's your intelligence?
Not very high. -1.
-1.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So a 9. It's a 9.
We will say then. So first and foremost, it would take you 11 dedicated weeks to learn this. Yeah, I'll say you mark off a week. Let's call it a week. I know it's been a long time, but there won't be large. It's like, the last thing I want to do is this. And then it's like, oh, okay, I'll teach you. He teaches like maybe an hour here and there throughout the journey, but largely he's busy working and doing the job. So we'll mark a week off then. But that's like, keep in mind, that's like 8, 16, that's like 32, that's like 40 hours of learning at the end of the day. So, doesn't sound like a lot, but it is actually a lot of learning that you've done. So yeah, mark off a work week of training. So Vasaliki, you spent a lot of time sort of learning about navigate. What about when that's not happening? So that'll be a very short bit of time that you do that.
I will be maybe like sparring with Romulus or some of the other soldiers and like really refining like my technique and staying in shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Gaining your sea legs, practicing at sea. Fair enough. Absolutely, do some training. What else was Amazon supposed to do? I imagine the I don't know what you call it, but you know on the front of the ship where it's got that like big thing, the fucking, it's not a mast, but I imagine that's become like riddled with arrow marks by the end of the journey, or javelin marks, what have you. And Dolion, what are you doing to keep yourself entertained?
I think I spend about 20 hours a day thinking about my smoke show wife. But other than that, I think I would.
You call some driftwood out of her?
I would like to try and help anyone who wants to learn how to be sneakier, like lighter on their feet, more stealthy, and do that by like having them try and steal something from me.
Okay. I have to imagine they largely fail because you are the son of Hermes. But yeah, you certainly probably starts off as like showing off the skill of stealth that you possess. And then maybe, little games kind of start up amongst the warriors about like You're like, anybody who can take my coin purse can keep like half of what they find inside, and largely everybody's generally failing. Even trying
Everyone
to
holds
sneak
him
up on
down.
you.
Everyone hold him down.
I just fly through the air.
Yeah, I imagine they definitely are like, yeah, I don't want the son of Hermes to be like permanently pissed at us for.
And then we got like a couple like clanky boys, right, too, that are disadvantaged stealth wise. So maybe over a long period of time we can erase that or something, like a very long period.
Yeah.
Of time.
Yeah, and in this campaign setting, it's medium armor and light armor only. So, and these warriors would not be armed with like a half plate, which was considered like a panoply at this time, which is like pretty significant armor. So I imagine these guys are probably pretty lightly armored, and they. But yeah, nonetheless, the games sort of continue. And certainly, a lot of them take their. It probably happens a lot at nighttime, where they all take off their armor and they try and like Skyrim over to you, and you're like, no. But then this game kind of starts up, and yeah, you guys generally are able to keep the morale fairly high.
I also would spend time briefing the spies I brought with us, at least maybe as we got closer to the end of the journey, about like what I intend for them to do.
Understood. And so you do. And that is where I will say you guys are, it's called out, land ahead! Land ahead! And all of you are like, fine. At this point, you guys have been like at sea non-stop for a very long amount of time, which is very dangerous at sea and probably largely why you haven't gotten to Crete yet, because there's been no like shore to track on, there's been no sea to break at, no island to break at. But finally, you see this long stretch of land that is, you would argue, is maybe the mainland. And sure enough, there is probably a bit of time where Silas is considering, like, oh, is this the shoreline of the Peloponnese? Are we so off course that we're in Persia? Is this Crete? And Vasaliki, you have your maps. So I imagine the two of you working. He goes, no, we did it. This is Crete. I'm amazing. And he's more shocked than anybody that you guys got to Crete. But yeah, suddenly the ship begins to sort of turn straight on and start moving towards the shoreline. And you guys need to take some time to decide how you want to approach this. Did Perseus get here before you? Probably.
Theseus.
I mean,
You did it again.
Fuck Theseus.
Every time you get it wrong, I get $1 off.
There's lots of Theseus.
No. Surely Theseus's ship got here before you guys, because the ships of the Crete King are much more skilled at sea travel and returning and coming from the mainland than your ship. So you can largely expect that Perseus is probably there right now. You don't know how long he's been there. There is the consideration that Thrasius or Minotaurs are on Crete. That could be allies if you require. And it's up to you guys to decide, like, you're here now, you're at Crete. Yeah, the capital of Knossos is only so many days away, depending on where you land on the ship on Crete. It's a big enough island, we're probably not going to land straight on. Do you guys decide to counsel yourselves on how you want to approach the island?
Yeah. My suggestion is maybe we pose as, say we've come here as visitors, hearing about the monster, asking questions about these sacrifices from Athens.
Minos knows what we look like, though, right? We've met.
Minos knows.
At least most of us, yes.
I think I would immediately send the spies into Knossos and say, blend in, gather what information you can about where they're holding these sacrifices, where this monster might be, kind of like the time, how long it's been since the ships from Athens got here, and then each night come back and report.
One thing I'll put forth, especially for my high insight people and people who have been here since the start of the game, so I think that's largely that. Yeah, anybody would have been to the mountain with the original Suns, which I think is Evan.
I was there, but I don't remember.
Yeah, so you don't remember. So this
I
maybe is less
wasn't there.
forgiving.
I mean, I was there in spirit.
Yeah, so Dolion and Thrasius, you might know this by reputation. Vasaliki, you probably know this by reputation and meeting the man, which was a long time ago. But King Minos is considered one of the greater children of Zeus alive. He is a skilled demigod, and apparently, whether it was just or not, intelligent enough that he succeeded in exiling his 2 demigod brothers, which tells you that he is capable of dealing with demigods, and that he is an intelligent, capable, cunning, wise king. Despite his many faults, he's no fool.
He's gonna be mad when he finds out you're the heir now.
Don't tell. I never told you that. I know you told you that.
I mean, never
specifically.
mind.
I was simply recounting the tales of the gods of the children. That's like. Anyway, even Vasaliki doesn't quite know exactly about that detail yet. I'm sitting on that time bomb.
Let's come as emissaries of Athens and propose that we help with his little problem, because we're not going to continue to give our young people away, but we extend an olive branch and say that we're here to help.
That could work.
And if it doesn't, what's
Then-
plan B?
And then we break in, try to break into this labyrinth.
I think it should matter whether anyone from Athens has been sacrificed yet.
Yeah.
What our approach is.
If something.
Or how pleasant our approach is, maybe.
I would, yeah, that we could do that, offer ourselves to go kill the Minotaur, this beast, and if we fail, we fail, and the beast and the labyrinth's residents gets what it can get to eat either way. If Theseus is insistent on coming with us, we could just simply ask one of the sacrifices to come along with us, and we just pick him.
I would say if we're going to offer to take care of the problem, that one condition is that the Athenians be released before we go down there.
Yeah, immediately, absolutely.
Or anyone else that's being held captive that's meant to be a sacrifice.
As a reminder, Theseus snuck onto the ship. They didn't take captive the king of Athens, as far as they knew.
Yeah.
So keep in mind that would be blowing his cover, which may have implications.
Yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to do that. Let's.
I think it's reasonable to want all of our Athenians released, and
Yeah, I wasn't saying we signaled him out in any way, just that all of the Athenian prisoners,
Young
captive,
people.
yeah, be released immediately.
If someone wants to volunteer to come with us to help kill the monster, well, maybe that one happens to be Theseus.
Sure.
well, if they need a young, beautiful sacrifice, we do have Candybus with us.
Oh, you're so sacrifice.
I mean, do these sacrifices have to be virgins? Because we know that ain't the truth.
I don't know.
Is Theseus a virgin? We don't know.
Who knows what he got up to while we were away?
I was not able to verify that.
But I like the idea of us volunteering to go down to the labyrinth and offering any of the Athenians who want to go down there with us to volunteer, and Theseus volunteers and he can come with us.
Is it safe to say that the other Athenians know Theseus is Theseus?
No, I don't think so.
Would they know what he looks like, being their king?
No. Why would they
No.
know?
Not necessarily. I mean, kings and royals and whatnot, they don't often dwell within like around the common folk.
You gotta remember this is before the printing
especially-
press.
And especially when they're like all done up like whatever.
Yeah.
It can be very. Yeah, it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say. Maybe not.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good idea to go in as ourselves. It doesn't make sense to try to hide who we are when
Well-
the ruler of this place knows who we are.
About that, assuming we come in as ourselves, would it not be some sort of a threatening sign that we march into Crete, standing shoulder to shoulder with one of the very beasts that terrorizes them?
You wish me to stay out of this?
Maybe we could just like disguise you, make you not as
Do you want me to walk on all
As
fours
a
and pretend
threatening
I'm an ox?
I didn't say that.
No, but you thought it.
That's besides the point.
Just in case, let's hear a moo.
I am an emissary the emissary of Athena. This is beneath me.
I think this is quite a wise and prudent
wise
move.
to hide yourself.
Ryan, can I make a check for this?
No, you easily move. You easily.
You don't mess it up.
He lets out
Meow.
the most convincing bull, sort of like it was like your body was meant to do.
Oh, it's your native tongue.
I mean,
I'm
Minotaur
convinced.
have their own language.
I am convinced.
Is it just moos?
I would say the Minotaur language is a lot of like, I wouldn't say moos, but it's probably like a lot of like low like grunts and
Snorts.
Like, it's probably very harsh, low, sure, a little mooey maybe, a little more growly.
Do you maybe, Thrasius, want to seek out your people while we go into town?
It might be a good idea for me to try to get their perspective on this.
I mean, as much as the townspeople won't want to see you, I don't imagine your people will want to see us, given the relations at the moment.
Oh, this is nice. If we could broker some sort of peace, then nobody has to fight anybody.
Or we could position Thrasius as like an expert on the topic, which is another reason why we should go down and kill the Minotaur terrorism.
Yeah, I mean, if we walk in with him side by side, I think it's a little less crazy, right? I mean, we clearly trust him.
I'm from the island of Crete. I can visit my people and my family and ask them their matters, while you speak with Minos.
I would say, Thrasius, you probably know more about Minos by reputation than anybody else because was the prince and now the king of the island you grew up on, so it makes sense. My reputation, that is.
Okay, I know about anybody. How do I know about the relationship between the Cretians and the Minotaurs?
You know the Cretians fucking hate the Minotaurs. Generally speaking, because they represent like the past sin of their lineage. Like they are, they have largely, and anybody who knows anything about Crete, they have two big sort of representing symbols. One is the double-bearded axe, and that is because it is an efficient weapon to dealing with monstrous such things like, say, a bull or a minotaur. And the other is a bull itself. The Cretians like bulls, but minotaurs are basically an abomination, like an insult to their cultural symbol as a symbol of their own like sin and hubris. So they don't like minotaurs because they represent the failings of their past kings.
Like so,
Yeah.
so much like fuck up.
Because they hate us because they don't fuck ups. Got it.
And if there, exactly, yeah. And if there was, but and this is the thing with, I think that we all like about ancient Greek mythology. There's no moral clarity at any point. Nobody is necessarily super evil. Nobody's necessarily super good. So with that said, the people of Crete are also the people who have received the most firsthand rating from the more ferocious, more emotionally liberal minotaurs. So if anyone's felt the impact of their more violent kin, then it is the people of Crete.
It's probably best I don't answer it first. Could side question, do we want to tell Theseus that we're here?
I mean, if we find him, he'll know we're here.
If my spies can figure out where they're being held and they're able to like see them or speak with them, perhaps they can slip him a message or something, but us approaching him would blow his cover, so.
So I'm hearing. Right, and by the way, a quick thing: do minotaurs have like labyrinthian recall?
Yeah. All minotaurs have a supernaturally good sense of direction. I would say, and as we've spoken of, the more civilized minotaurs, the ones who don't really get into their passions, they create their homes in labyrinths. They create labyrinths to protect themselves from, or dissuade at least, people from coming and threatening their communities and vice versa. So people show up and they're like, oh, that's a fucking labyrinth. I don't want to get lost in that. I'm out of here. It saves everybody violence.
Just always turn right, it'll be fine.
That invention, that solution has not been invented in a very long time. There's a lot have been invented.
If we go down into the labyrinth, I think it's worth bringing Theseus down there with us. I do not wish to deny him his glory.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but we need to have his back as well. I mean, he also needs
if he asks why we're here, we'll say we're here to support you.
And to remind him that he's the king of all of Athens, not just people.
And hey, they took the young people of Athens. I'm just as mad about it as he is.
Okay, so I think we have a solid understanding, right? Odysseus, you're gonna try and find your family, is it?
I will.
At least initially. And then we'll enter the Knossos with the story that we're there to take care of this monster issue. Our condition being that all the Athenians be released.
If any wish to stay and help us, kill the big creature. After that, throw that in.
I think we can take them all back to usher them all back to the beach where our ship is, and then once there, we can talk to Theseus openly,
and
then go back and deal with it.
If we find out where he is, I might be able to sneak in and speak with him, as I can demonstrate here, and I will play a couple notes on my lyre and disguise self into a disheveled young Athenian boy.
Yeah, sure.
I'll pluck another couple strings and turn back into Candybus.
And I don't want to speak for the party, but what are the ages for the party members? Because I think especially considering your elves, a lot of you probably appear to be like young, spry demigods, right? Especially considering your elves don't have a lot of
Right.
facial hair.
Yeah.
Those probably look pretty youthful.
I'm a youthful 215 is what I put down.
But physically probably appear like a spry, fresh-faced demigod.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I put down 24.
I'm think
Babe.
I'm slightly older than that, but like I can't know. I don't know if mental culture keeps track of that kind of thing.
And you are not a fresh-faced.
No.
Maybe a fresh-faced bull, maybe for bull culture.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, Zeus has appeared as like a hot cow that literally like that's how Minos was born.
Mhm.
So
That's why we're in this mess.
you're about as hot as a Minotaur can be.
I'm 26 for my age.
Jeez. Nice. So yeah, definitely fresh face. Definitely fresh face.
But he's seen some shit.
Yeah, I think we have a plan. I think we're.
Do we want to give the spies one day to see what they can figure out and come back and let us know?
Well, you guys can do that if you guys wanted to, release your spies to go get some information while you guys go to meet up with the Minotaurs that Thrasius knows for whatever reason. Then that'll give the spies time to gather information before you decide to actually confront Knossos, which is the capital.
I like that.
Yeah, I think maybe knowing where they are, just in case there's like Minos is like no deal, so we can free them if needed on our own, would be helpful.
Fair enough. Okay, you guys sail along. You begin to sail further in the eastern direction. I would say your Minotaur pals are probably some way past Malaya, probably in the mountains to the east there. At least somewhere out in this sort of general area. So you drop off your spies on the coast. We'll say that there's two of them, one to back up the other, if that works for you, Dolion. And they are finally ready to do anything of importance. Stretch. Yep.
Could I cast augury?
Sure. What do you wanna? Yeah, you cast augury. You connect with the goddess of wisdom. What is?
Yeah, to know what
augury quest?
Yeah, to know for knowledge about Theseus. Like, is Theseus alive?
That is not what augury does. It is about.
Okay.
It gives you the
Foresight into the future.
Yeah, the possible foresight into whether what you're planning the next 10 minutes is a good or bad idea, basically.
Okay, will Theseus be alive in the next 10 minutes?
Again, that's not what the spell does.
Okay, never
you have
mind.
To ask it about an action. Yeah, go ahead and read the spell.
Okay,
Read the spell.
hang on, let me
you'll,
read the
you'll
damn
know
thing.
exactly what the spell does.
Okay, would the plan we take part in endanger Theseus because he would be about to be thrown into the labyrinth? Like, are we wasting?
Is the okay?
Never mind.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say.
Fine, never
you
mind.
asking about Theseus through an augury isn't gonna work because it has to be about something you're planning to do in the next 10 minutes. You are not planning to do anything that could help or harm Theseus within the next 10 minutes.
Okay, got it.
So I'll just say the spell doesn't because you're not able to affect Theseus in any way, no matter his state, in the next 10 minutes. It's a good spell, but it's only a level 1 spell.
2.
Level 2, still only a level 2 spell. Okay. You drop off your spies, Dolion. They say we will. They get on some very casual-looking traveler's clothes. And they say we'll learn about the major players and what we can come up with, and then you make your way towards Knossos. Should we meet? Should we plan? How about this? we will check in the evenings at the edge of the eastern edge of town every evening to give a report. See if they're here.
Okay.
All right. And with that, they will go. They'll have to travel a couple miles up the road to Knossos, but not a hard journey. And when they get there, they'll begin spying. Whereas you guys continue to travel your ship east. Traveling goes without an issue. Save for the fact that there's probably a lot of ships around. There's probably a lot of ships patrolling the island. They have a very decent naval military. I will say Silas replaces the sails with just standard white sails. And he tells you all to stay the fuck below deck, and for all of the Athenians to take off their cool blue capes. And I'm going to roll a deception check for Silas to see if he can get you guys.
Can I give Silas a bardic inspiration
Yeah,
as
he
he's
can
trying to
Silas bardic.
disguise it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, as one of the ships are appearing, you can like give him a little encouragement.
Guidance.
We're gonna. I don't think a minute is gonna work. 10 minutes is fine. A minute isn't gonna work.
Fine.
As the ships have to sort
They
of-
changed
Enhanceability,
it to an
then.
hour now.
Yeah, enhanceability is just fine. Yeah, enhanceability work great.
Okay.
Yeah, because the ships are basically just gonna like kind of do one of these by each other and be like, okay, quick, tell me what you're going to do, or we'll loop around and kill you. Okay, great. We're merchants. And he, yeah, by the power of like Athena instilling him with like wise, charismatic counsel and Candybus' own inspirations, you hear Silas spin a deception and tale of such simplicity but elegance.
And he could roll it with he could roll the d8 twice and take the higher
Right.
with motive potential.
You guys almost find yourselves believing whatever he's saying. Like, you guys are down there knowing he's lying, going like, are we? Is that what we're up to? Because he laces in truth with truth in with deception so finessely that it sounds true. He rolls like a 25. They're like, perfectly valid. You're yeah, perfectly valid. See you guys later. And with that, he will have a sublime lie that he can tell to anybody else with interest. And eventually, he leaves the patrols behind, enters into this sort of eastern cove, and will sort of moor the ship discreetly between, we'll say, these like sort of very small outer islands. And you guys can disembark. Silas goes, oh, we made it to Crete. Oh, what a joy. So, here's what I'm thinking. You guys all go off and do your great demigodding and whatnot, and me and the men will go back up to Knossos. We will find some place to moor in the port. We will take off all of we'll leave the armor below decks and whatnot, get all set up with the port patrol, and then go drinking.
Make
It's
sure
been,
there's
like,
no
2
loose
months since we've
tongues.
had a proper drink. So, what do you think?
Make sure they don't talk. The men don't talk too much.
Of course. Don't worry. I'll threaten them with execution, I promise.
And them
Works every
drowning.
time.
It does. It works every time. Okay. We will see you in Knossos. Adios.
Okay. Wait, what language is that?
Bye. Don't worry about it. I learned it from a... Back off. And and the ship will kind of start to sail off, and indeed you'll be able to meet your fellow warriors and Silas and the rest in Knossos. But for the time being, we need to track down Thrasius' home.
Oh boy.
Thrasius, we'll work on a little bit of what we're going to find for next week. But for the time being, I want to ask you this question. Your family's labyrinth, the community that you're from, do you think it's high in the mountains? Do you think it's obscured in the lower foothills? Or do you think it's on the shore? Sort of like a shore cave, essentially. So a shoreline cave, the mountains, or sort of hidden within the sort of the hills.
I was thinking the hills, but let's roll for it.
Sure, roll for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
6.
Yeah, 1 to 2 is the cave, 2 to 6, 3 to 4 is the mountain, 3 to 4 is the hills, and 5 to 6 is the mountain.
Got it. Higher the number, higher the elevation.
Okay. 4, the foothills.
Or the foothills. Not necessarily a bad thing to be obscure. Not a difficult place to obscure something. As some of you know, Greece is a very mountainous, very hilly region, and it can be very easy to like have footpaths that need to be navigated. And if you don't, you could get into a lot of trouble. And deep within those troubles, off of the beaten paths, are what are the wilds of Greece, where many legends hold of dangerous creatures and monsters like Minotaur. Um, Thrasius leads you guys up through the mountains. What would be along sort of normal footpaths, very simple footpaths that probably lead from the obscure eastern villages of Crete into the more central villages and then into Knossos. And eventually, Thrasius takes you very much off the beaten path, which would be considered incredibly dangerous for the standard traveler, even to all of you as demigods. At least in your previous travels, when your powers had not grown to such as they are now. But makes your way to what would be like a simple goat path, and then takes you guys sort of down the side of the mountain, or down the side of the hills into obscure footpaths that would be very treacherous to travel if you were anything but a skilled climber. Thrasius, you will have no troubles. You've been doing this ever since you were a child. Let's get athletics checks from Dolion, Candybus, and Vasaliki.
Can I just use my flying boots?
Oh, yeah. You
Just hover a little bit over the car.
Yeah, totally.
The little wings over.
Yeah. Athletics. Candybus, do you get a callus on your foot?
I sure did. I got a natural 1 for a 3.
Oh,
no. Vasaliki.
Guys, I stubbed my toe.
Oh no.
What do you get, Vasaliki? Yeah, Vasaliki's fine. Eventually, maybe a little not to anyone's surprise, at a certain point, it's like, well, there goes Candybus. And Candybus, you just like, I mean, you come from a pretty hilly region, but you're a prince, and, you know.
Somebody carry me.
Please. You stub your toe and go, whee! Down the side. Of the hill. Oh, that's a d20. I don't know what it's funny. You will take
20 damage.
20 damage. No, you're gonna take 5, and I rolled it out 20, so 40. No, okay. You're gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage from the occasional rock that sort of bruises you, but generally it's like we've all been kids and rolled down the side of a steep hill, right, and just kind of all rolled down for fun or whatever. Yeah, and that's kind of what happens to you, Candybus. You kind of like slip, and you're like, huh! And you definitely like smack your head and your butt in a couple minor places, but generally he just kind of rolls down the side of a very steep mountain. Something that as we mere mortals would be like, oh, he could be dead. He could be dead at the bottom. But for a demigod, you guys are like, there he goes. There goes old Candybus. And Candybus, you kind of wake up with like a sore bottom or what have you.
Oh, it's not the good kind either.
Not even the good kind, no.
Hey, look, you found a shortcut.
Yeah, a shortcut down the mountain. Nothing. Oh, we're climbing down. Great. Like Ragdoll throws himself off the mountain all the way down. And as you Candybus are the first to the bottom. You kind of you're like rubbing your bottom and like maybe a little like on your head, your toe. And like, damn it. You look up and see that like where all of the rock runoff has fallen into the sort of divot at the bottom of all of these high hills. You're probably like a good like 70 to 100 feet below where the original footpath was, and into sort of the rocky crag below where everybody's coming to join you. You look up and you see a cavern. Both of the hills, the high hills, sort of intersecting at this point. You see this like high cavern, and past it are what seems to be surprisingly well-built stone and mortared like path into that cave that then immediately sort of turns right and left. And there are symbols along the wall of like what looks to be certainly like a bull's head, and then various other symbols in a language you can't really interpret. In Thrasius, you know that these symbols are meant to signify to the local population there is a Minotaur presence, and the other symbols are wrote in Minotaur that basically say the name of your tribe. And you know you're home. What is an unsettling sight to Dolion, Candybus, and Vasaliki, which, if you didn't know Thrasius, would tell of like a layer of many monsters, to Thrasius is home. And because of your labyrinth great call, you will be able to guide your party through the many winding halls deep within and to your home. You guys turn left and right, left, and straight and onward in a series of turns that make your mind spin. Unless anyone here had the keen mind feat, you are not going to know your way out by the end of this, no matter your intelligence.
Unless you're Dolion and it can just fly over.
Well, it goes to the ceiling, so there's no flying over this time.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, yes. So yeah, Thrasius just winds his way through until you guys are like, we're fully fucked if we don't have Thrasius and try and leave this place. And then Thrasius will get you to the end of the labyrinth after several minutes of just wandering through seemingly random lefts and rights, and into a wider cavern that will be filled with the snorts and low guttural sounds and clopping and
Moo.
and maybe not
Told
moos.
ya.
I'm gonna be kind and say not many intense moos, but
That's how they laugh.
Yeah, they go "Brr, brr, brr, brr," probably. But you guys find yourself into your first labyrinthine Minotaur community, which is Thrasius's home. And we're gonna end a little early today because I want to chat with you throughout the week, Grayson. And I want to build your labyrinth home. I have some ideas personally about what that might look like, but I want to hear yours, and we'll build it together next week. We're gonna meet Thrasius's family and home and all of that wonderful stuff. It'll be great.
Oh boy.
And also take on King Minos.
Next
And
week
Minotaur.
is Father's Day.
Yeah, but who has one of those? Oh, is that
I'm not going to
okay?
be with
Sorry.
my family, so it won't matter to me.
Cool. What about the other two? You guys?
I should be okay.
You're okay. What about you?
I don't know
Candybus?
if I have any plans for Father's Day.
Right.
Being a new father and all.
Well, you.
Right.
Well, you're gonna be. This is how you celebrate
Yeah!
yourself. You're a new
It's gonna
daddy.
be, yeah, we're gonna celebrate yourself, Candybus. Don't worry, we're bringing in a new generation of awesome dads. It's great.
Leave me alone, kid. I'm
maybe
playing
you have a first
D&D.
Father's Day plan. I hope you do, Candybus. That'd be so cool for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Even if you don't, we'll do something cool here for you. But I don't know what. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You're even a father in the game, you just don't remember.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a father, a child, or maybe Candybus's dad. Who knows? We'll have like a Father's Day thing. Cool, guys. So it sounds like we're on for next week. Yeah, I'll check in with the other two players, but unless I hear otherwise, we will be a go.
Yeah, because I think Andre's the father too. So.
Yeah, Andre's a dad. Okay, cool. I'm pretty
You're
sure.
gonna meet my daddy.
I don't know. Okay, guys. Well, cool. Great playing. I'm excited, guys. This is the myth of Theseus and the Minotaur. I'm excited to.
This is one of the myths.
Yeah.
This is one of the great myths of mythology. I'm excited to play.
And
it.
we're gonna come in and fuck it all up.
That's what we do. That's our whole deal.
Yep. I gotta mentally prepare myself for when you change the myth, and I gotta be okay with it. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
We do into something lame, like convincing
Hey,
the Minotaur to
who's that
leave.
guy falling out of the sky on waxed wings? I better save him!
Nah, he'll be fine. No. It looks like he'll be fine. He looks like a dad.
He was fine. We're gonna forget that ever happened.
And we're never gonna learn anything from this.
Yeah.
This never
He will
became an
not become
allegory. Nobody learned anything.
He will not become a metaphor for unchecked hubris.
Actually, I gotta be honest. I'm pretty sure the myth of Icarus predates the myth of Theseus. So I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
think
sure-
that's already happened. I think it's already happened.
Because Daedalus created the wings with Icarus to try and escape King Minos, and well, not the labyrinth, but to escape Minos because he was being made to make the labyrinth. And then it didn't work because of the wax wings, and he ended up being stuck on the island anyway. So I'm pretty sure Icarus has already died, but I gotta double check.
I would like to meet Daedalus.
Yeah, well, he's certainly around right now. He's certainly around. I'm excited about Ariadne and Daedalus and Minos, and we got some cool characters coming up. That's for sure.
Adrian or Ariane? Yeah, Ariane.
Ariadne
Ariadne.
and her
That's right,
ball of
Ariadne.
string.
Will that be useful? But how useful is her ball string against the Minotaur's labyrinthian recall?
Tremendously, actually.
Oh, yeah, you could get yourself out, but we're all fucked.
You just follow us.
When the Minotaur can perfectly recall all the ins and outs, and you can't, being able to at least find your way back is pretty helpful.
You should be able to do in case I die against the Minotaur.
Gaining the ability to fall back safely is pretty helpful. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna take off. It's been great playing. We'll hopefully be on for next week.
Do you want to talk now
Hey,
after
Myth.
everyone else leaves, or later on?
I'm gonna shoot you a message. I'm gonna shoot you a message of some plans of some things I had. Feel free to do the same, or we can hop on at some point. But
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we'll do that later. Okay,
What-
guys.
All right, bye.
All right, good session.
Bye.